let me turn mine down a little bit. Your audio should be.
Yeah, I can hear you 100%.
Can you hear yourself? Is the question. Can everybody hear Enda?
Should be able to hear me.
They should be. Yes, there should be no issues. I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. I'm gonna start like aping around. I'm just flinging shit. That's my email.
Powerful. Let's go again. Yeah, I think they can hear me. I'm just not sure how clear my audio is.
Yeah, we'll turn you up a little bit here. We'll get that worked out so we can start this because these dudes are probably waiting. There's your stream.
Yo.
There's your stream.
That's technical and powerful. I am so happy right now.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Yes, good luck everyone, and thanks, to all the contestants as well. Y'all are powerful for showing up.
Hey, okay, so they can hear you. Everybody can hear Enda. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming to this. The challenge is pinned to the top. We're gonna do like we always do here. We're gonna try to bang through this thing, knock it out, and pay some people. Okay. Give everybody a chance to play some Elden Ring today. So, without further ado, I think I'm gonna go pick up Clevey and Hoogaroo here. Let me got my telescope. Do I have my bolts, Enda? Enda, how are you today, man?
I am good. I had a wonderful Elden Ring stream.
Today?
Can I just ask you one favor, Mr. Vegetable?
What's up, man? Can I turn you up?
Could you get your email off of the screen so I can see everything that's going on?
Oh man, I just thought I had it going. I want you to.
No.
I need you.
No, it's fine. It's all good. I just need to be able to see the. It's just in the way slightly. So
I need you in my
I'll be able to see everything.
private things. You can watch.
Massive. That's crazy.
Hey.
You man, wow. Sinful Sif has said my voice is kind of low.
Have you told her to turn up her volume? It's so rude. All right, so let's.
Man.
There we go. Is that a little better?
Yeah, I can see the entire screen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And then Inda, is that Scythe? Is that a little bit? Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah,
I turned him way up. Turn him way up. And then maybe, yes, thank you so much. I guess I can turn your volume up here and turn you down.
You can mod me real quick and I'll just pin the challenge comment if you'd like.
I believe I just pinned it.
It might have expired when the stream. Yeah.
Gotcha. And I can mod you too, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I should be able to. Give a man a sword.
How do I? Oh God. Mod. There you go. I know how. It's just I granted moderator, but so everybody, let's go. I'm gonna be doxing the password every time. I'm only allowed to use Roger's for the whole month.
Is that how it is?
Yeah, that's what I'm using in the next FOC. So tired of playing, man. But these guys aren't. Hey, thank you so much for that, by the way. And Inda, thank you so much for. I'll be talking to Embern periodically, by the way. She
no
is in the home with me and everybody. I think everybody. Hi, everybody's used to it by now. Clevey and Hoogaroo, thank you. Charles, you made it. Thank God. So Charles here is your Irish brethrens.
Yes, indeed. And we will obviously 100% not be cheering on my fellow Paddy. We are impartial, trust, 100% real.
I believe that. Real. Okay, so, and I'm going to go ahead and let you go ahead and...
do my thing. Is that the?
I'll count off and do my. I also need to change the title of the stream.
No panic. There's absolutely no rush. I think everyone's happy out. We're gonna have a nice.
Everybody should be. Everybody should be happy. We're having Elden Ring tournaments a year and a half after release.
One of the things I do want to say is that the amount of events that are going on is absolutely phenomenal. I'm like, it's been crazy because for the podcast thing, I've been trying to keep an eye on what events have been going on, and it's just like there's so many between the FOCs, between your stuff, the Helping Hand crowd. It's like it's crazy. There's so many events.
Oh.
And it's across all the box as well.
The box, yep. And also like the Helping Hands. Shout out to YY who's like hanging out and doing their thing. Just a great person overall.
Yeah, they seem like super chill and stuff. It's really wholesome, really wholesome gamers. So it's nice to see them cracking on and doing events with both of our since that's CGS off day.
Oh yeah. So Cleavy's gonna. So we got Huguru over there. He's looking. Let me just before we get going here, and I'm gonna count out and let you do the end of thing, so everybody gets the end of thing. And I'm gonna change the title. I'm gonna change the title at some point. So this is not June, but for edit stream info. Oh hey.
Yo, powerful.
September. That's your thing. That's your thing now. The powerful thing. I like it. Powerful Enda. Have you played? Yeah. Have you played? We'll get to that. We got all day. Actually, we have like 3 hours because the Buckeyes start playing in a little bit. September. PSN Discord. Just mash out of hits. Tourney. TSN Discord. Tourney. Dude, I'm like fucking panicking. I don't know why either. It's like everything. Bro, I'm not picking up them runes. They can't see it. Those are this is furniture. That's from where you killed me last.
It's pretty. It's like a little.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick up those runes just because Wrath asked me to. Yeah. Anyway, so Clevey, I should have everything going here. Clevey here on. Clevey here, closest to me, he's waving, he's ready to go, and Huguru over there looking thick. So Huguru is, I believe, is a German gamer, and Clevey is in a West. So we're already starting with a little latency here.
That's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be great.
Sure. It is gonna be Dismounter, and I believe that's Huguru on your side, isn't it?
Yep, on the far side is Huguru looking thick with his gnome hat. And he's gonna use his Lapbird to great effect. All right, guys, we're ready here.
All right, well, Veggie, ladies and gentlemen, I am ready, and on a 3, on a 2, and a 1, Ale.
He did the thing.
I did the thing, and I
up.
was the bolt. We're going to see the physics here from both of our players. We are going to see the phalanx, and we're going to see 50 million complaints about phalanx in chat, which is, of course, we wouldn't just worry about it. The trade comes out there, and that's going to be quite nasty. And, of course, like going setting up their tall dag. Frost is off, but that's going to be immense space that's going on there. Moonveil Punish, I didn't quite manage to catch whether the Punish went through, but this is going to be an interesting matchup because the Halberd has the ability to just keep people away, but that has to be super careful of the hyper armor here on the CGS. The CGS just that has the ability to throw it off most.
Just trading through Chilling Mist doesn't give a shoot.
Yeah, the Chilling Mist there he did manage to get it off, but the damage part.
Oh, GGR1.
R1.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Oh man, my god, and it's just unfortunate that we're on our 2 and that little bit of pressure that the CGS it does manage to roll it there on the side is the side of Clevy, but
Frost Bolus
is here trying to bait out stuff. And out comes the balance off though. It does manage to get that interrupt with it as well. The dagger comes out there once again. Excuse me there, the jump attacks come in, and we are having some complaints of audio issues in the chat. Some the attacks are coming out here. We are going to see the R1s and R1s just playing with nice bit of keyboard. The 1 or 2 saying no, cope about it, and of course then Clevy is 1 dagger swipe away from death. You hate to see it. Borderline unreactable attack up close. So this is going to be a rough one. And the Phalanx out there just to keep up that bit of pressure. And the Phalanx puts away. I wasn't sure if that was the dagger or if that was the phalanx. And, GG.
That's some 1.9 gaming right there. A little Hal
Yeah,
Dag, a
it
little
is.
some dagger gaming.
Definitely is, and it's nice to see the setup still do well. I think that the daggers getting buffed with having that poise break in 2 hits is definitely very, very pro.
And it's still quiet. All right,
Is there anything I can do on mine?
I got you. I'm gonna turn you way up. Can you say something? And the game should be louder too.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to be here, and you know, Veggie bribed me. I'm not going to say with what because that might cause a domestic
Yeah.
to get me here. So you know what? Listen, he fluttered his eyes a little bit. Let's put it that way. And here I am. And how are we keeping? Is that, ladies and gents, is that good? Are we happy out? Too far from the mic. I am literally right in on top of it, Smaxy.
Okay.
You get no closer.
What about now?
Double check, ladies and gents. That,
Are you not? You know what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
How about now? Say something.
1, 2.
There we go.
1, 2.
That's
are
it.
we good? We Gucci, we golden.
That should be Gucci. That is a technical issue.
Yes, from Frost.
Yeah, so I had to restart. I'm loud as fuck. Sorry guys. I had to restart OBS today, so everything should be good. I think you were picking up Inda on. It's neither here nor there. Let's enjoy Inda's beautiful voice. I'm gonna be a little quiet here because it's kind of hard to like sneak in with the legend with commentary.
Nah, you say a word, my friend, and you can just butt in, and I will give you this is your stream, and you've been kind enough to give me the floor, so
Bro, trust me,
you're
man.
you're the boss.
You got it.
You the boss. You the boss. You the boss.
Anyway, welcome in. Thanks everybody for playing today. I'm kind of like, let's see who is trying to get the challenges pinned. I'm gonna have to use that. So we have Clevian Hugaro still. This is 1-0 Hugaro, who's a Spanish gamer. By the way, Poya, thank you for staying awake for once to catch the tournament. And everybody can see the names too. I added the names very.
Hells yeah.
It's very professional operation there. I love it. Anyway, Hugaro Spanish.
It needs to make sure the next one is in Comic Sans. I think the crowd will go wild for that one. But we do have both of our contestants in. It's going to be Hugaro in the far corner and Levy, I believe, in the near one, if I'm unmistaken. Or have I gotten it arseways again?
Yeah, it's close enough.
Huh? All right, ladies and gents. On a 3, on a 2, and a 1, let it rip.
Oh yeah.
Kaboom. And away we go. We are going to see the flasks coming out from both of our players here. We are going to see yet again the phalanx, and almost gets that punish, Veggie.
That would have been the holy sacred blade, glint blade phalanx punch. Somebody give me the pasta, man. Somebody's got.
Yeah, there's one there. But yeah, we are going to see the phalanx come out again. It's not going to be punished, but we are going to get a little bit of damage off of it. 397 on the board there, and you know it's definitely going to be something. We see the free chilling mist come out. Do we see the proc? We do. 956 on the board, but we do see the phalanx.
Nice moon blade punish.
Moon Veil comes out for hitting from Kilo, and it's definitely going to be one of those things. The bird comes out there. It's definitely going to be a good setup. Both of these are good lat setups. They both have insane phantom range on high latency.
I think you're looking for. They're
something.
both shitter lat setups. Is what you're looking for.
That's one way of putting it. You know, I wanted to shit talk them in private, like a gentleman as ever. But oh man, did you get it in the frost proc? It's the fat W.
And a professional as always.
I know it's unusual, but cold proc putting away there. But that was a good fight, and Hugaro takes the W on that one. Well played. GG's WP. It's a first to 3 if memory serves. Am I correct or incorrect in my analysis?
First to 2 until the semis.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Magnificent. So that's going to be a GG then. If unfortunate bestie. But there is losers bracket, so do chill out and stick around for that one. Is losers been hosted here all the time as well? Yeah.
They're just gonna do losers on their own accord.
Yeah, that's sounds good.
So losers, they'll knock that out.
They can take their fat L's elsewhere. Is basically what you're trying to tell me. Is
Yes,
it? Is
sir.
that the as a tourney pro, obviously 100% trust. We don't want to see. We don't want to see that outrageous. I'd never be in losers bracket, guys. Trust.
Correct. You wouldn't. Oh, I need to start the tournament here. On. Okay, so next we are a little bit of a last-minute substitution. We got Saleh back in action, and Baymore and Stefanik. Bay, you ready? You ready for Bay?
Baymore. I've seen them in chat earlier on, so they should be good
and
ready to go. Magnificent. And what? Is there anything else that you could let us know about the players? Because I've played Baymore a fair bit. Solid player, but I've not had the pleasure of fighting Saleh.
Yeah, so I haven't. So Baymore here is, I believe he's going to pull out some Iron Spears here. He's a very passive side of neutral gamer. You know, he likes to hang out and bide his time. And Saleh, I mean, I haven't played with Saleh in a long time. But both of these are Italian gamers. Both Italian gamers.
Mafia.
So we're going to see some good latency. We actually have 1, 2, 3 Italian gamers here, Eli including.
Eli is back as well. Good to see.
Eli will be with BDOT, the Department of Transportation. Nice. He's going to run your ass over. So I believe this is his first. This is his first tournament. So.
Yeah, but it's good to see Baymore in again, and Saleh. I haven't seen that name in a hot minute. They played in a good number of the FLC tourneys, didn't they?
They have, yeah. It's been a while.
It's good to see some old faces back either way, Veggie. And you know what? Listen, you're on a tight ship around here, brother, and it's good to see that you've made space for all of them. It's again, I don't think Veggie gets enough credit for putting all this together. This is not easy, so you know what? Listen, thanks again, Veggie, and they should all be on their hands and knees begging you to do more of these because I know how hard it can be.
Whoa.
The shitters, the shitters.
Yeah, we had I think so. There's Coded Swords. He's bringing his trusty Coded Swords in.
Nice. Well, they will melt. They most certainly will melt. Kind of. What's the rule set considerations that
Yeah, so the only in regards to Coded Swords, the only thing that we have banned, because we're kind of taking it slow with the rules. We didn't want to. So is just we have Crystal Tears unbanned. So the Holy Shroud and Crystal Tears are banned on Coded Swords, and that's pretty much it. But it's gotten to the point to where people they're not really. It may be more effective to run an off Slender, like a Sacred Blade Slender, due to everybody utilizing that Scorpion charm to kind of counter Codeds. But Codeds are still Codeds, you know. They still are very strong. I would take them over like 99% of setups in the game.
They hit like a truck and they have that range. The only thing they're lacking is access to some of those very, very lol XD Ashes of War. But who needs them when you can just L1 punish if they fail to call out your empty jumps, right? You just have so many options available to you. You have the crouches as well. You can just roll in against certain setups unless they flame strike. It's just cruel. You have so many options with it. It's vicious.
So we're still waiting for Saleh here. I'm trying to get a hold of him. So Piss is power stance straight sword, which I'll refer to as Piss for the rest of the duration of the tournament.
Get our exclamation point Eisens in for that one. Yeah, go. Yeah.
Oh, remember that guy?
I'd sooner not. But either way, you're not wrong. It's a good option. It's a good. Codeds are obviously going to be the best, and with straight swords being as strong as they are the last while, like let's be real. Like if most of the good spears are banned, those straight swords just shred. They have really high damage. They have really good moveset. In terms of both the L1 and even the crouch. Even the rest of the moveset isn't bad. You can catch people. I have been caught so many times with those jump R2s that I almost thought they were good for a second. But they have a thing called recovery on them. So if you do whiff them, you're in for a world of hurt.
Yes, yeah.
So that's definitely one of the things. Are we gonna move on to the next match while we wait for?
Yes, we are. So I
Yeah,
believe
that
we're going to
sounds
move on
dangerous
to
like a plan.
Eli in the big Department of Transportation. I'm loving it. So B dot
Train,
is
train.
the B train.
Will the Italian ones run on time though? There's
They
a joke there somewhere.
Sale was like 5 minutes. I'm having a polpetta, so he's going. That's a meatball, by the way. It's the only Italian word I know. So we're gonna
Ciao,
hook these
ciao.
guys up here. We got B dot and Eli, he's also. It's like a notorious thing for the Italian gamers, man. It's like they're always so hard to. They're always just chilling, man. They're just chilling. Either can't get them,
Well,
or they're late.
you know what? They're a good bunch though. The Italian mafia representing still, and that's B dot there, who's going to be on the bird. We're seeing bird used an awful lot, which is kind of unusual. Is that that's an off bird, or is that a main
Off
bird?
sham.
I think that's
Off
Off sham.
He didn't like my recommendation of an off cat. He's like got a little magic build going there, and I was thinking off cat a little
I
bit
think
better.
the only reason why you wouldn't go off cat, the only reason you'd go for it is more or less just it's a stat heavy, right?
Yeah,
But if he's on int, he might as well have a Moonveil on the offhand. But key off Kiba, I think, is just a better option. You have more range. You have that backswing, but you know what? Listen, with the off sham, you have that backswing as well, and it's just that little bit more evil in the corner. But
I just think the range and kind of the wind up. It seems like in the forward momentum's nice, but I do believe that the cat just comes out so fast, has such great anti-air, But yeah, I don't see much of a reason to use the sham over the cat.
main cat actually is an interesting one that people have been rocking lately.
Frosty seems to love that setup, the off bird main cat. Because he's so good with the katana, he can use it in so many ways.
It has roll in as well, which is just disgusting. That's a funny one. So unless they have piss or they have flame strike, you can kind of like roll in and just go no. And if they roll that, then you can set up for Unsheathed, you can set up for the Transient Moonlight. You have like options from that as well. And it's just good range, good moveset, backswing, and they have to respect the bird as well. It's like damn.
Absolutely.
But if they call out the bird, you're in a bit of bother, I believe is the technical term.
So you've been playing. I've been playing like Armored Core the past couple of days. Kind of like super.
Yeah, you were saying you sent in TMs. Listen. This is the hottest take you'll get from me in the tourney. Giant robots are not as good as giant spaceships, Veggie. That is where I'm at. So I don't have very much interest in the mecha games. They look really weird to me.
Dude,
they just don't look like my thing.
It's hard, man. It's like I'm trying to play through it as much blind as possible, and I know everybody's breaking the game, and I still can't kill the first boss, man. He's like, it's kind of rough.
But is it an enjoyable experience at the very least?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? Fair enough, dude. Thanks for convincing me not to pick it up. Cheers.
Oh man, it's like I can't. There's no iframes. I've only played Souls games, man. It's like there's no way to dodge stuff for me. And then people are gonna, we'll just do this or do that. But it's like, I shouldn't have to do shit, man. I should be able to beat this shit on Soul level 1. Get out of here. Shouldn't need the build.
The real red pill is sci-fi in general is lame. That is a hot take. That is. I think my one was a little bit lukewarm, dog, but that one's been left on the stove a little bit. The water's boiled away. It's just cooking.
Yo, where is
Shit's
Eli
melting. Eli. Where is he?
What is going on? It's not Eli to not show up for a tournament.
Just send him a message there. We're vibing anyway. We're just chilling. We're chilling out.
Let's do okay, so why not move on here? I'm sorry, B dot, because Eli is gone. Flex Arc dominant. Arc and Flex. Are you guys ready? You guys are ready, right? Is Eli even
Dominus.
Eli in Twitch chat? Nope.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Is he having a little bit of a snooze for the evening? Is that what's going on here?
Maybe.
Mm.
I'm yeah, Ark is
Dominus
ready.
says he's on his way. Yep, it's good to see you in, Arc Dominus. I've
He's
been
not ready
really
now,
enjoying.
unfortunately. Ark and Flex. Well, Flex is here because he's here. So Flex, if you want to pull up, man, go on, pull up, do your thing. I haven't seen
Make
Ark
sure.
in a tournament in some time, but I first want to address Vomit's comment. Vomit's comment in the comments. Dark Soap. He's trying to rebrand. It's not working. Because what would you change from Dark Soap? It's like a great. It's a really nice. I don't know,
Dark
man.
Soup, maybe. I tried that personal reband, not a typo, trust.
Yeah. Yeah, the password's definitely
Eli-
just all over the place.
Eli is in Twitch chat right now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, "What?
Well, he's gonna have to wait, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna go with Ark and Flex next. Flex, another Italian gamer. These guys are coming to like my
Ah.
rescue.
Good
Where's-
to hear your voice. Are you okay, H? What's up,
Where-
brother?
Where's Braun at?
The
Braun, are you
goat.
here? I feel lost without him.
He keeps you grounded, darling.
Yeah,
Is that
I
it?
need him in here. But
We need
anyway,
that.
I wanted to, while we're waiting to get these guys in, let me just love myself real quick. Dark Soap. So there he is, Stop arguing with Poya, man. There's no point. The guy will argue. He'll never stop.
I had Siri and fucking Sorry the other day argue for, I think it was about 40 minutes over whether or not, which is partially my fault because I started it, whether or not Poise was intuitive. That was a fun discussion that didn't completely take over chat.
Everybody, the patch is so divisive, man, and like it's like, you know, it changed enough to where that if you show up to a tournament and you haven't been playing, you're gonna lose a sword and board. No, I'm just kidding. I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. The tournament level play hasn't really changed all that much, really.
You must have missed the last one.
When I was watching the FOCs, there was some weird setups that were there that kind of hold priority. I don't know. I think it's the same setups are still dominating, even if you play them slightly differently. I think the game plan is simplified considerably. You know what? Each to their own. Each to their
Referencing
own.
Sorry's meme rounds there.
Well, you know what? The meme rounds turned into a 20-0, so you know what?
Yeah, I was there. I've seen it. There's
that
Eli.
was,
Eli's back. Where's Flex though? Here's what we're gonna do. Ark, you're gonna fight Eli. We'll change that in the challenge right now. So we're gonna do Flex will end up fighting. Well, I can't change it now. It's already started.
You can change their names though, right?
I don't think so. Sure can't. Well, let's try match details. Oh,
Going to participants?
going to participants. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you should be able to change the names.
Hmm.
I vaguely know what I'm doing. Emphasis on vaguely.
It's nice, man. Like you've done this before. And then we'll do. Where's old Flex? Where's old Eli?
Yeah, just if you can't change their names, go for it.
Excellent. And then we'll go back to the bracket.
Eli versus Arc Dominus. You done did it.
I sure did. Okay, Eli, you're in, man. You got this. And then Flex who
winner
was
of
here
this-
earlier. I just don't understand. Guys, you're killing me here. I love you all, but please pay attention. We're gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. Well, I mean not as quickly as possible, but it's normally we run a little bit smoother than this. I know I had some issues early on, but if you guys can just pay attention just a tad, that'd be great. Anyway,
So who do we have in right now, and where are they? I don't know them off the top of my head. I haven't seen them in Tourney kit in a while. So who's on the PSGS right now?
let me just edit here. So on the PSGS, I do believe we're gonna have our. No, that's
Arc, that's Arc.
That is off broken lance, off great spear, and then main hand halberd, and that's just standard. It looks like Slenders over there for Eli.
And we see the crossbow swap as well. That's
Ooh, yeah.
I do know that Ark is very fond of the old X-bow, so to be wait, my opponent was beat out. Not anymore, Eli. Not anymore.
That's what you get for missing your last round, taking your sweet time. Should I go uppercase DKS or lowercase? I like lowercase. And then we'll do, I think it's Dominos. D-O-N.
Dominos.
Dominos. So Arc Dominos. So Arc is a, I want to say he's NA West. Let me just verify. NA West, NA East, but, and then of course Italian. All right, are you guys ready? Eli's probably over there mauling because he has a new player.
Yep.
So he wasn't
Seething.
prepared.
But either way, I am ready whenever the hell you are, brother.
I'm ready too. I'm just waiting on Eli. Get in your corner, my
Yep.
guy. What are these? Slenders?
Yes, that seems to be Slenders versus. What an interesting setup. I'm curious to see how the crossbow, sorry, is going to do in this. This is a curiosity, so been rare to see them be used in tournaments, but Veggie, I'm ready. And will I give him the count in?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Ark on the near corner, Eli on the far, on a 3, 2, 1, kaboom. All right, and we're going to see the physics here from both players. Not going for the punish. Sleep bots coming out. That's nice to see them back in vogue again. It's going to be
Oh, on the PS, yes, pulling it right out. I don't know about
and
these
the
sleep pots here,
sleep.
but that was a nice L1 for 658 damage.
It's an off pike, actually, and a
Off main hand pipe.
main hand pike. Sorry,
So,
off lance. So for the hyper armor on the off lance as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so just to note that this off lance kind of has like a bugged hyper armor on it. It's like the only weapon in the and then just Eli's just gonna mash into this regardless.
Yep. Well, you know, mash out a stun, bro, and the pike comes out there. Doesn't poise break. Interesting, although that one most certainly did. And we're seeing now very defensive
Nice
play
sword
here on the
dance.
side of Ark, who's going to get
Oh,
sword
and he's gonna
dance,
return
and
a
both gonna sword
favor.
dance. But we mash out a stun. You know what? That's the name of the tournament, right?
That is
That's
the name of the tournament, man. Just mash out, bro.
Just mash out a stun, brother.
Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, interesting setup though, Mr. Vegetables. An interesting setup.
Yeah. Is there a poise? Eli was looking awfully thick, but I can't see him running probably the 120 required poise to poise the pike. I'm not sure exactly what happened there and why he poised that. Maybe.
There's random poise events that happen as well, which can definitely throw people off. I mean, I don't quite understand what the cause for them is, but you know what? Listen, Miyazaki's vision and all that jazz. Mr.
All right.
Dominuts is coming in.
1-0, Eli, and I still haven't addressed Mr. Soap's comment. So off stock is banned just cause. It was the reason we made the rules. We wanted to go slow, but we thought it would be more powerful than it was. So we kind of just didn't want everybody to have to run 109 poise for fashion reasons. But we are probably going to unban it, at least the 3 shortest ones, because it's just not as good as predicted, I don't believe. Nice shield.
Are we seeing some sword and board? Real?
Yep, and he's got that thick briar shield.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, the off-stock thing kind of was a bit of a knee-jerk, I think, to a degree. Obviously, Clean Rot is still utterly, it's just obscene. So I think, as you said, the 3 lowest ones seems to be a better option, but I mean, time will tell. People are still figuring out stuff. There's still a considerable amount of unknowns. But Eli has 1 point, and Mr. Dominus here is has a bit of an upward hill has a bit of a hill to climb. But I'm ready whenever you are.
I'd like to see. I'm going to count you in. So Enda, let's go with the 3, the 2, and the 1, and the bolt.
Allez. And away we go. There we're going to see the physic here from both of our players. We are going to see. Oh, he's on the. Are they the ornamentals?
Are those ornamental straight swords? Are
That's
you for
adorable.
real, bro?
It's like 2 stock, but
Oh,
actually
he's
decent.
797, 1,000. So it took.
Oh
What
my
is going
God,
on?
200,
Why are you
1,500,
playing this way? I love
That's amazing.
PlayStation. Eli is a competitive gamer on PC too, by the way, and he wins.
He
But
does.
when
he
he
did
comes to
really
the-
well in the last
When he comes
FOC.
to the, we hasn't won any tournaments, but he wins rounds. But he comes to PlayStation, it's just automatic monkey mode. Love it, love it.
He's just ace. All of that damage. Both of them are pretty much one shot here, and Recede Arc play it very safe. Is he going to swap?
It's a whip.
Over to Arumi.
Nice whip, bro. Come on, Ark.
Oh,
Come on, Ark.
no.
Come on, Ark.
And the walkout comes out there.
Bro,
Arumi, my beloved. The whip approves. The shield is out. Is he going to get backswing? He doesn't.
Oh! I hate my parents. Oh my god.
Oh no, Eli knocks poor Dominoes down. Unfortunate bestie. What a fucking way to go though.
Bro, the 3 ornamental straight sword hits did like less damage than Coded's L101. That's insane, bro. Those things
That's
are so bad.
impressive though. You know what? GGWP, thanks for giving us a show. That was
Good job, guys. Thanks for coming.
that's the
Proud of both of you.
Hopefully we'll see you at the other end of losers bracket.
Yes, don't forget losers, folks. By the way, and okay.
Yep, do not forget
B
it.
dot is here. B dot is here. So now we need Flex. Are you ready, man? Do you want to come on? Come on down.
We'll throw things at him. We'll rattle the cage a little bit and see if he's willing to come out this time. My God.
Oh, there's Saleh. Saleh made it. Let's do Saleh.
Saleh versus the wonderful Abayamor Stefanix. The
Yeah,
third.
Baymore, are you ready, man? Yeah, Flex is ready.
Magnificent.
Whew.
Magnificent. Yeah, what a what an interesting match. I think the mash off was definitely I think appropriate given the circumstances. Obviously as well the whip finish. I can't say I don't disapprove, Ark. You did me proud. You'll get him next time. Trust.
I hope
But
so.
yeah, Arumi's in a weird spot. I don't think it's
Laggard weapon. IMO.
Yeah, there is that, but it's you have to do so much work to be able to hit someone with it. Like you have to use like pretty much the entire moveset. And oops, Saleh is not quite getting in world, it seems, or they did get in world and then got booted.
Let me make sure he's not blocked or anything, or tend to have a tendency to block people lately on the new patch.
Dishonest.
Oh, there he is.
One of the players, I think. See all those spicy DMs. Goddamn.
There ain't much going on in there, man. There we go. There he is. So we're good to go.
Yeah, we're good to go. Magnificent. He came in world and then got kicked. I think or something weird happened. I don't know. PlayStation Memento.
B dot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kick you out again, man. I've got to be ruining this guy's day.
What's happening?
I keep kicking B dot out because it's not his deal.
Oh, it's not his match. Okay,
believe
gotcha.
it's
It's gonna be
match.
Baymore then. Gotcha.
Yeah, this is great. Actually, I'm gonna go with Flex and then B dot. Saleh, reset your router, man.
Yeah, do something there. That's pretty weird.
I'm sorry, B dot. You can come back, bro.
Please forbid. Didn't mean it. And who are we looking at then in the? It's gonna be Fallen Angel versus Charles. Then as the last match.
Yeah, Charles had a
So,
wedding to go to. He actually got married this. I don't know. He had some wedding to go to, so he is last in the docket today.
Not so bad. Well, I hope he had a good time and didn't drink too much Guinness. Or at least if he did, I hope the Guinness was good.
Hopefully it was stout too, not draft.
Oh, dude, you get the draft and you make sure that all the old lads are drinking it. That's the Irish tech, okay? You go into a pub, and if some old lad is there that's been there for like the last 20 years and drinking Guinness, you get the Guinness. But either way,
Do you drink it
that's
warm?
besides the point. Yeah, usually. But either way, we do have both of our contestants are in. If you want to change the name on the thing,
What
B
would I
dot.
do without you, buddy?
It's going to be B dot versus Flex, and we'll see if he'll be flexing this time. I spent all day on that one. I'm here all week, lads. All right. Alrighty then. Well, I am ready at your leisure, Mr. Vegetables.
Yes.
All right.
Vegetables game.
On a
And-
3, on a 2, and a 1. Allez. Boom. And away goes the ball. We are going to see both of our players here going for the respective buffs. I can't remember which one is which, but I don't think it really matters. We've Halberd guy, and then we
Flex-
have Shamshir guy.
Flex is Shamshire guy and the Omega fan. Oh, getting just blendered, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's got frame 1
That's-
hyper armor, and it ends him just like that. Sorry, I had to do it.
You mean frame 1 hyper armor? It's absolutely broken, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Loretta's.
But yeah. Oof. That's
That was fast. Good job, B-Dot.
that was one of the matches. Which
all
of them
time.
won?
So, the Department of Transportation just rolling over Flex.
Yeah, the Loretta's train be going. Did that tier skip? I think it did.
I don't know if he even
That
tried.
was a lesson in if you're going to mash, make sure that the other person doesn't have access to frame 1 hyper armor.
Jesus.
He forgot to physic. Oh no.
That's unfortunate. Well,
You hate to see it.
there's always losers. There's always losers for remembering to physics. B-Dot, good job.
So it's B dot got in there. Well, you know what? The strategy against Halber right now is chill out of distance and expect them to have some kind of. I think the technical term is cancer. Cancer weapon art up close, so you don't get clipped by it. Keep your distance.
I wouldn't even think Loretta's would be cancer. It's like one of the more, fair weapon arts.
It is, and I say that because it has hyper armor. So you have Storm Assault. Obviously, I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that's banned under your rule set. You
It
have
is,
Storm
it is.
Stomp. You have, I think, Sword Dance can even be on that, even though it's the slower version. They have a lot of options up close. Dude, you even have like, let's never forget, Ice Spear, right? Remember
Oh,
Ice
the
Spear when
fucking
everyone
Ice
and their
Spear,
mothers was
man.
rocking that? It poise breaks, even Flaming Strike, even though there's a bit more of a warm up to it, you can still throw that out as a mix.
I thought you were being ironic. Like, Ice Spear kind of sucks ass to me, man.
Oh no, it's terrible now. But but if you are point blank, you
Yeah.
can poise break immediately with it. Is kind of the point I'm trying to get across,
I believe you
right?
can still you got to be like right up in there. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
accurate.
Which is exactly what you have to be for Loretta Slash and some of the other ones,
Speaking
right?
of
You have to be
hyper
going in for
armor,
a swing up close.
Flex has brought out his shunter. You see beat out there with a cheeky.
Oh well, apparently he hasn't.
Oh man, I've never had so many issues, but I've never had so many Italian gamers in a tournament at one time before.
Okay, so we're just gonna. So you're kind of calling them laggards, but not really.
Oh, they just have.
See how it is.
They just have. It's like a. It's just a theme here with them. They always seem to have, except for Baymore. He's got great net.
Well, listen, it's you playing with the mafia, my friend. I wouldn't recommend it. They scare me a little, the Italian crew. So you know what? I'm gonna stay out of that one. I like my kneecaps.
Taco. Have you seen? Has anybody seen Taco's streams? By the way, like I can't do shout outs, but
Toko. Yeah,
Great
Toko's a
Toko.
homie.
he's got.
Toko's a homie.
The man has great hair. By the way, I've never seen him until the other day.
I'm a little bit jealous. And
Oh,
he
you have
has
great hair too,
taste in
man. Why would
strategy
you be
games.
jealous?
Oh, there he is. Oh no, fishing for So yeah, he's a shitter, guys. Is basically what we're trying to say here.
Oh, Toko's
100%
here.
trust.
Toko, link your stream, man.
Yeah, do. You're actually. I should be able to do the shout out.
Again, I'm not that guy.
Well, there you go. You are now. Flex has gotten kicked again.
Yeah. So Flex and Sale are not we're not
A lot of Italians, Toko, you've never said a truer word, my friend. No, but no, for real, Toko's a homie and is one of the very few players who I would say has his head screwed on right. So good takes, decent chap.
Yeah, Toko kind of goated.
He's
Bron,
goated
you
with
can hop in if
sauce.
you want, man. You want to get involved? You have permissions. All right, so I'm gonna give you Flex. I'm gonna give you one more, and I'm gonna send you the losers after this, man.
Yeah, it's kind of rough, dude. Walking the dog right now.
Quote unquote,
Damn.
walking the dog.
What a
he
homie.
says. What kind of dog do you have, Bron? And Bron says no for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Loretta. I think Loretta's fair. I think depending on the weapon. Yes, nice. I'm so happy.
All right, and they didn't immediately get kicked. Magnificent. That's Flex here on the near side, and it's going to be B-Dot on the far. So let's give us the count in then, Mr. Vegetables.
All right, ready? 3, 2, and 1.
Alley,
We are
and
game.
away we go. Are we going to see a physic here from our player? We do see the physic, and the
Oh,
frost
with
pot is going to
Frostpot.
miss. You know,
Little-
bad
little
throw,
nerve
not a
there,
good
maybe.
catch.
Nice punish on the jump R1. And then there's
Oh,
Loretta's
Loretta's
again with the
out
frame
again.
1 hyper armor. And then the Shunter as well. Oh. The Shunter's got super some prominent hyper armor as well. I've actually crouch out. Go ahead, Enda.
Yeah, the crouch attacks do have that hyper armor that you were saying, so that is going to be something. At least he can continue that pressure. He doesn't have to worry so much about it. Good
Nice
jump
roll
through the
flex.
Lorettas.
Oh!
Again, managing to clip him. There's going to be B-Dot moving on.
Nice scrappy.
God damn.
Just mash
God
it
damn.
soon, bro. That's 2-0. Flex, you played really well, though.
No, it was good to have you in, brother, and we'll hopefully see you later on in the bracket. And I think which one are we going to go for now? We're going to go for Baymore versus
Yeah,
Saleh,
we're gonna try to get
or are we going
Baymore
to
and
go for?
Saleh here.
Yeah, magnificent, and GG's to both of our contestants there. B-Dot moving on, and again, hopefully we'll see Flex show us just flex a little bit in losers, and we'll see him later on. So, GGWP.
Thanks for coming, Linda.
I love and appreciate you, Vegetables. I wouldn't. I was delighted you'd ask. Oh, but yeah, should be looking at the Stefanix versus Saleh. Has Baymore been in another tournament actually, Veggie? I can't remember off the top.
In, all of our tournaments because he's a member of staff and he's obligated to.
Them's the rules.
No, but he. Special thanks to him for helping out with the Discord. We've grown considerably large, and special thanks to Amir and the guys at PvP for linking us. We're trying to do
Yeah.
our best to stay as professional as possible. We are a bunch of apes after all, though.
You know what? Listen, I think the profile picture definitely tells a tale. I do want to say, whoever made that deserves a medal. It's just
Poya.
absolutely stunning. Is that Poya? Was it?
Makes He does incredible work with the paint or whatever he uses with these pro. He's got all the. He's got the crocodile alligator gang going here. The great Frico Vico, and it kind of just
Coded.
went from there. All right, so now we have. Let me update the names.
No problemo. This is going to be Baymore in the far corner, if memory
Yes, sir.
serves, and it's going to be Saleh in the near, right?
Yes, sir.
Magnificent.
So we're gonna
Good to
some
have both of our
good latency. A couple of Italians.
lol Italians. But yeah, we have both of our contestants in. I am good and ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, on a 3, on a 2, and a 1. Allez. And the safety is off. Good trigger discipline, I have to say, Veggie. You know, that's quite professional of you. We are going to see that the rank is it Ranker Pots, I believe they're called. Out comes in the sling from Kilo there. That's going to be a
What
nasty
are
one.
these lightning cylinders he's running here?
It could very well be, and we see the pots come out now once again. A little bit of chip damage, 160 on the board. I don't think that's first blood, but I think that's the first major bit of damage. And 27, a little bit of chip there from the daggers, and the jump comes out. Not quite able to get the punish though.
See,
Is
Banger playing
Sale.
extremely patiently. Love the patient play. Oh, nice L1, Saleh. Nice catch.
Good call out there on that empty jump, I have to say. And up to 458. That's good. Baymore's gonna have to. You said he liked to play careful, but he's gonna have to play extra careful on this one. Good runouts there. Good roll discipline.
He loves his pot.
They're definitely a handy thing to have just to keep up that pressure. And both of these players, I see, they're kind of trying to play that really slow game, Veggie. And obviously with the sling in the back pocket, constantly just forcing that little bit of aggression. He just needs to bait it out a bit more, but he has got a little bit greedy there and paid for it. That jump just cost him a considerable amount of health there. What was it, like 600-700 damage on the board there for?
So Baymore here is he's known to have a little bit of Tourney nerves. You see him rolling in for position a little bit, which is kind of what we don't want to do. There he goes again, and he gets caught and then he gets knocked down.
And those, you cannot roll in against those straight swords. They just have just so much damage and the ability to just call out those roll-ins as well. I can understand the roll out, force out with like a rolling R1 on a different setup, but when the other person is using straight swords, you just cannot get away with that. There's nothing. And putting himself into the corner as well, I feel he's just gonna have to have a little bit more discipline. He'd shown earlier on in the round, our Baymore did, that he did have that discipline. But, it just remains to be seen. We'll see how he adapts moving forward. But you were saying there's Tourney nerves involved.
Yeah, he himself will admit that he's got a bit of the Tourney nerves. Whenever he shows up, he tends to get a little nervous and I think overthinking a bit. I think maybe a little too many jump L1s on the side of Baymore in there. I think a little more patience is required because Saleh is just waiting him out and he's just punishing him upon landing. So, and that's a prime piss strategy.
We had seen a couple of exchanges there where Baymore had really good discipline. He ran out, he didn't roll, there was no panic, he was cool, he was a cool customer. But we just need to see a bit more of that because it is there. I could definitely see it, and just try and stay out of that corner. PSSS is a one-man blender now, and you just got to be real careful going up against it. But remains to be seen as we are getting Saleh in.
And that's the thing, is like the patch, it buffed a lot of things, but it also buffed the best setups in the game. So PSSS just as strong as it's always been.
I think it's actually stronger now than it was. It's much stronger now than it was. Considering now that you have not only just a nuclear L1, but also your crouch R1s, or roll R1s as well. Breaking in one hit is absolutely horrific. You can always catch someone out when they try and roll. But either way, we have both of our contestants in. Mr. Vegetables, you dapper fellow.
There we go.
Kaboom.
It's a little Rancor pot. Saleh, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
And the frost pots followed up there as well, trying to capitalize on that bit of pressure, but didn't manage to do it. Both of these players, I think we were going to see a repeat of before, a much slower paced game than we've seen before. That L1 trying to call out there, but keeping that center. We see Baymore kind of pressured into that far corner. Saleh has that positional advantage.
Oh, nice.
And he's kind of ceding a bit of ground, but nice punish, Force back now. Baymore kind of keeping up that central position here. He's chilling, he's vibing. We see him much cooler. Yes. Out comes the bestial sling there just to keep that bit of pressure. And the onus now is going to be on Saleh to either try and force a bit of pressure to stop those casts, or to just try and wait it out and try and go for a flask punish. And I think the distance they're holding.
Baymore's winning the neutral game right now. He's controlling the center of the arena. He's not pivoting. He's just Kind of
Oh,
lost
nice,
it a little
good,
bit.
really nice roll discipline there, and the jump comes out. The roll out afterwards, he's gonna have to be careful with that one. If he doesn't step out, what he can do is he can go for those jumps, do a small run out, bait out the counter attack, and then just come in again. But seen it there, the L1 comes out with that little bit of a bestial sling once more, not quite able to connect. He's playing a much more careful
Yeah,
game.
just
He's
nice,
you know, this is
nice
the commentator's
L1,
curse.
nice and relaxed.
5-10.
Love it. Playing like this is Baymore. This is prime Baymore, prime Steph right now.
Oh, and the call out and the jump in. Beautiful
Nice
display.
rolls.
Keeping up that neutral game, kind of chilling. But what we'll see here is, well, we may see a run L1 to try and punish something at some point. That is definitely a viable
Nice
option.
spacing.
And the beautiful spacing on Baymore.
And here comes
Force
the
out the
spam.
bestial sling.
Oh, and
And
a
the
nice
clutch, the rolling arm.
TTR1. Well played, my friend. Nice comeback.
Very. What a patient game. What did I tell you? I told him. I told you before, Veggie, that he had it in him. I'd seen that roll discipline, I'd seen the patience, and you know, commentator's curse, he most certainly had it there. And geez, beautiful display of patient gaming.
Yep.
I think it's very, very, very impressive, and
And if he
I'm looking forward
continues
to see
to
the next
play
one.
that well and play the neutral game that well and relax, he can go pretty far in the tourney.
Based off of that display, I think he very much could, and you know, looking at it here, obviously the winner will go on and fight at B Dot, who was a formidable. But I think, given the patience of both of our contestants here, B Dot's not going to have the funny Loretta slash. Is not going to work quite as well. Maybe as a call out for a jump, but if both of these guys are going to play this game here, we could be in. This could be another nail biter, Veggie. This could very well be another nail biter.
Yes, sir.
Oh me, oh my. And in there comes Soleil, of course, on the near corner.
And then thanks for
Is it
Soleil
Sale
for-
or Saleh?
Saleh.
Or is it Sal? I can't remember if Sal has the accent on the end, but either way, we do have both of our contestants in. But you were going to say something there, Veggie, and I very rudely interrupted you.
Was I? Nah, I'm good. I just
No
went blank
worries.
there.
Well, give us the count in then at your
All right.
leisure, brother.
3, 2, and 1. Ah.
And away we go, dude. Either way, no, we are going to see their anchor pots come out here
Oh.
now. This is match point, and we're getting a nice little bit of damage off the bat. So those small little bits of chip, just to keep someone honest, they might not seem like much, but they matter an awful lot later into the round. That's helped that they were really not going to get back in any significant way. And the call out there, the
Ooh.
backswing there for...
Baymore
I'm not
winning the
sure
trade
which-
there, 422 to 390 something or other.
Beat me to it on that question, Veggie. You're on the ball this evening, and we're going to see Baymore forced back into the corner once again.
And
Those
Baymore,
little-
he's kind of mixing in a little bit of crouchy there, a little crouch action. Little
It's
extra
definitely a
movement
handy
in
thing to
neutral.
wave dash just a little bit. Oh, the trade,
another
and
winning trade
wins
for
the trade as
Baymore.
well.
It's about that's the code. It's for you. I don't know if he's running the Scorpion Charm right now. Might be the move. And I'm
Might be
not
nice.
sure
Another
if
little bit of
these
chip
are
for 206.
A little close to getting close to his tier getting procced here, Saleh.
And he does have a tier. Obviously, codeds are insanely damaging. They have like that. They have a tier skip option. There's the tier proc, 496 on the board. That means he gained back about 100 health from that exchange. Force back. We're seeing really patient play here again on the side of Baymore. And just as a comment from earlier, having that wave dash from neutral is definitely a nice tool to have in the call out there once again.
Continuing to run into the second L1, and it's a viable strat on PSSS.
And a nice
Especially
little
when you're
back
running-
jump as well. I want to comment that in case that Saleh tried to go and continue that little bit of pressure, he had that option to go in and punish again, and that was a nice, that was cute. But we're seeing Baymore here kind of doing that wave dashing in neutral here. Obviously, you have the threat of going for a neutral jump to try and get in on
Baymore's
top of him.
movement looking really good right now. Not a lot of pivots, throwing some ghosts there. And then the frostbot. Ooh, nice L1. Again, I'm not afraid of no ghosts. as he punishes.
Spectre, you know, obviously having that spacing there and knowing that he's going to have the opportunity to go for a punish. Like Sal's not out of it yet, or Saleh, sorry, isn't out of it yet, and keeping again. We're seeing
Nice hat hit,
another
half hit for
blunder.
233. Caught him on the pivot.
Yeah. Gotta be careful with your movement. 384, and now we're in the range where how much blue does Baymore have in his back pocket? Because I think it's at the point now where he could just chip Saleh down slowly but surely. But he's not going to need to jump L1
into the full hit. L1, L1.
L1 backswing, pushed into the corner, tries to get out. Story as old as time. And that's going to be...
I do want to say, I don't think I've seen Baymore Steph go past round 1 in an ape station tournament. So, very happy for him. He calmed the nerves. He played really well. So, I think we may be seeing a little evolution here from Stefanik the third. Stefanik the fourth. Maybe.
It could be. He may even be elevated to Stefanik the First if he plays as cool and collected as he did. That was a really, really nice display, and that's PSSS mirrors, I think, in a nutshell. Slow play. Got to be careful. You have a lot of options. Obviously, when you jump in, if the other person respects it and rolls out and doesn't call you out, it does give you a little bit of tempo, but. We've seen it there from Saleh, you know, he just walked into those backswings consistently, and that's, once you do it once, it's kind of on, the onus is a little, to a degree, on you to kind of like be careful, but there is that temptation to try and end this kind of like back and forth, to stop those baits, not take them and just go for pure aggression, but we've seen it there. Stefanik's there, the wonderful Baymore, just punishing it almost every single time, and very good play, very patient, and GG's to both. I can't wait to, you know, I'm of what we've seen so far, I'm really hoping we see some of these faces back later on.
Yes, and I think we'll be getting our first losers here coming in soon. So remember, guys, losers on your own time. Just in participant chat, you guys can go ahead and organize that, and then just give me the results. Please record. I don't think anybody's going to have any integrity issues, but just record just in case any kind of lag issues, stuff like that we can address. But please do those on your own time.
It's for your own sakes more so than anything else. You know, like if there is a problem and you're unsure, it's always better to have just a bit of backup. So it would be very nice. GG's, man.
Yes, GG's.
And best of luck.
So now we have Fallen Angel versus the hometown favorite, the Irishman, Charles.
Well, you know, from the rebels down in County Cork to the hippies in Galway to the boy racers in Shannon Bridge, they're all going to be in the pub now cheering on our Charles, and you know, number 1 Ireland.
We're going to see our first PSGS here as well. So we have Mugs unbanned as well. The only thing we have, I believe, banned is trees. But Soluria's, as we have seen in FOC, with the setup taking both tournaments, very strong. Yep. I think I fought Bevan with Soluria's. He would have beat me if he was running bikes or a dagger. Wouldn't have mattered. But very strong. He pulled those things. Dude, I can't play in a PSGS. He pulled those things out. I went blank.
Yeah, it's a rough matchup, and like even though it has been kind of stealth nerfed for the sake of competitive rules, it's more or less untouched. But
it's hard.
I think it's going to be Charles in the far corner there, and it's going to be Fallen Angel into near. So I'm excited for this match. Number 1 Ireland versus, I'm not sure where Fallen Angel is from.
I want to say Italy.
Another Italian?
Correct me if I'm wrong. They're basically saving the tournaments.
Italy representing, my God. But I am ready, Charles.
Charles in charge of our
on the left,
games.
And Fallen Angel on the right, and give us the count in at your leisure.
All right, I think we're gonna either go or we're gonna have 3.
Oh, there we go.
2 and 1.
Yeah, boom, and we see both players here going for their respective flasks. Fallen Angel kind of chilling.
That is a
Charles
shield.
Goes for the...
Good Lord, that is 400, 621. That is a jump scare shield right there.
Well, you know, oh, and we do see the Stormcaller's axe is not going to be punished because recovery is amazing. We do see the Jump R1 come out here on the side
And
of
here's
Charles.
the
Swap
guns.
over the Hyper Armor here. Uh-oh.
Here
Are we
comes
going to
the
see? Yeah,
vortex.
we see the Le Vortex, the roll catch is coming out here. Force back now as the side of Charles.
Here we
There
are,
has
back
to
on
respect
patch
that Hyper Armor.
1.5.
Has to respect that Hyper Armor, though. You know, you obviously you can whiff punish to your heart's content, and out it comes there, the 504.
Whoa.
The roll catch is coming out. Does manage to drop it there on that one, and has to kind of move off to make space for the Hyper Armor. And there we go, 504 again.
And a nice
it's
reaction
62
roll
to finish
catch
there.
punishes with the Silurias. Charles, cheers. Irishman takes it
Cheers,
1-0.
I'll raise a drink to that man. But yeah, well played to Charles there. Like, getting those roll catches is obviously the bread and butter.
We obviously got
It's a
some
very good question, Raw Skills, now that I think of it. I just want a moment. Pardon me just a moment while we get all of our players in.
Let's deal with that.
But yep, obviously in that particular matchup, you do have, like it's rough. PSGS is just absolutely insane. PSGS has a great roll catch potential. It has a good, even as a solid mix game in terms of like you have a run R1, you have a jump R1. Obviously the bread and butter is those crouch R1s, but yeah, it's not a fun time to be on the receiving end of for real. For real on G. But yeah,
And I'm just gonna go ahead and do this too, because this guy is another one that's kind of like doesn't need to be in here.
No worries.
And then back to the matches. All right.
And right, all the fun drama over for another bit, but we are gonna have, seems to be Fallen Angel's gone into the far corner, I believe.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
fine.
we've had a
Which
had a
is
bit of a
fine.
swap over, and it is going to be Charles in
So-
the air. I am ready and at
Yes,
your
sir.
leisure. All
All right,
right, give us the
gentlemen.
count in.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. LA.
Oh, kaboom!
Jump
And we are
scare.
going to see both of our players going for their physical immediate aggression
Ooh.
here on the side of... Uh-oh.
You still got the block there.
Doesn't manage to get the riposte! Oh, no! But does manage to
this-
get 564 on that one,
Charles
so...
is just loving this latency right now with these reaction roll catches, and he's got Fallen Angel on the ropes right now, and I'm not quite sure about this shield. Oh, and he's going to catch him in the Stormcaller axe for big damage, almost 1,043. He took half his health
1,300.
bar. That
Charles,
thing is
no.
quite broken. Quite broken,
It's just
but send it.
Funny, spinny, windy nonsense is definitely kind of a mood killer for real. But we are going to see the swap over onto safe now from Fallen Angel here, and Charles obviously going for the roll catch there. 488 there. Are we going to see
Ooh.
another one? No, going to be called out.
Nice
Going to be called out
vortex.
again, Charles. What's going on?
A whiff-
No, brother. Ooh,
Oh, a bit of a lag.
Uh-oh. We're seeing a little bit of funny business here,
Yeah.
and
He lost his body.
let's pour one out for one of the boys, lads. The boy racers, I can hear them from here, are heartbroken. The hippies are upsetty spaghetti over in Galway. And the arrogant Dubs are doing whatever the hell it is they do. GG's to
I love
safe
this game.
on that one. Definitely one of the things. One of the things.
Yeah, that was one of the matches of all time, they would so like to say. Either way, Fallen Angel able to take the win, so Charles is Charles known for a bit of net issues, especially with myself. I don't know if Syph was able to see. We kind of have some issues, him and I.
There's routing issues, is it?
I think so.
That's unfortunate.
I don't want to go as far as to call the Irishman a laggard. I might lose my co-host.
Yeah, you want to be a little bit more careful on that one, but hopefully the connection issues are sound, and obviously if contestants are having issues, just let Mr. Vegetables here know.
Yes,
We can't do anything unless players say something, and of course it will be dealt dealt so you don't have to worry about it. So
but
if there was an issue, just make sure to get in touch.
1-1, and then let me check in on. Yes, Steph, I've done that, by the way. I did do that. Just kind of responding to my boy here. You have a weird name. I think you should know that.
It's Mannheim.
He's gone, gentlemen. So y'all don't have to worry about that chat, by the way. You can go ahead and let that go, and we can move on with the tournament, please.
Yep, for real.
Okay, Marco, how's St. Thomas, buddy? Let's move on to this 1-1. And I'm enjoying the cheeky shield here. Guys, we're ready.
All right, and away they go, and we are going to see both of our players here going for their respective buffs. Oh, dear. Are we actually going to see the attempted punish? Doesn't go for the punish that time. Oh, is going to go for a Vortex over 8. 42, and good rollout there. Good call out on the fact that the Stormhawk axe was going to come. Good calling out of it again. Are we going to see recovery, lol XD, you got to do what you got to do. And the swap over now into the Gugs. I'm going to see Charles here kind of chilling like a villain. Forced back out now. We are going to see the Crouch R1s coming out. Forced now back once again. Are we going to see it? Another Vortex 504. And does go for a turn away there, though, is the side of Charles. Force back down once again. We are going to see a whiff, but no whiff punish. So we won't have a whiff punish restored meme at this point just yet. Charles keeping up that pressure. He's been a bit more kind of careful with it. He has to be because of those swaps over. We do see a roll here. Charles managing to be hit by the unreactable Uggs. Maybe,
it's a cold gun.
Maybe see if you... Uh-oh. 404 on the board. The hyper armor coming in clutch and the walkout. Confident. Oof. Force back out now. Once again, we are going to see Seth on death's door, and Seth unfortunately going to be put away.
Good job, Charles.
Well played. GG's WP. He was laggy. Oh dear. If you were recording, I know that there's recording functionality on PlayStation. Just save it and make sure that we have to send it on. And the same goes for you, Charles. Just always good to have both sides having access to it, and we'll figure it out from there. Unfortunately, that is the nature of international tourneys, ladies and gentlemen.
I may or may not seen some a little bit of lag there. Let me just there's Ras. Ras is ready to go. You didn't get the see if you didn't get the VOD before I have you guys. Also, Saleh and Flex, you two have your losers if you guys want to go ahead and take care of that.
It's in recording if needed. It's just a bit better to have a backup just in case, Charles, just so we can see how it looks from both sides if needed.
You're good. I think we're just looking at Fallen Angels here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no worries. Well, while you do that, I'm just going to step out for a moment and grab a fresh cup of tea, if that's okay. And I'll be back in just a moment. No worries. I'll be back in just a moment.
Please take your time. Oh, Man, I'm not feeling it today. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold off, and then so if you can send it to me over PSN if you want, and then we'll hold off on that. But we're gonna move on for now to Ras and Hoog. Bevan. Bevan, how are you today? Pull up. Okay. Let me just change the... Hey Marco, I hope you're enjoying St. Thomas. Marco's missing the tourney because he had to go on vacation to the Virgin Islands. Named after... It's his namesake right there, the Virgin Islands. But upcoming here, we have Ras, who I believe is who's playing super well right now. These are going to be lightning cylinders, and Hoogaroo loved himself. But Ras
Unfortunate.
Here, Beast, so this is Braun's favorite setup. Beast, Imp Head.
Stunning.
And then we're going to get Hoogaroo back in.
Magnificent. Of course, Raw Skills, of course, having a very, very good run in the last FOC.
Yes.
So
He
coming off of a victory there, it'd be kind of interesting to see how he does.
has finished second in the previous two DIN tournaments, both ERPVP, the test tournament, and the August FOC. He has been playing that Piss very well, and he's also been playing that, some may say broken Barb Roar Fist. They're the more I see them, the better they seem. But, you know, everything's broken on this patch apparently, so whatever. But
yeah, it's a fun. It's definitely one of the setups that I've been messing around with. But could you just there's something in front of the window that you have open there that I can only see half the screen currently. So if you just
okay.
make sure that the Elden Ring is open at the top, and I'll be good to go.
that is computer management.
But either way, we do have both of our contestants in. It is going to be Raw Skills, I believe, in the far corner, and it's going to be Hoogaroo in the near one, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I asked back ways again?
Yep, Bass Jackwards. So Ras close, and Hoogaroo looking thick. Ras got that brawn fashion. He would be very proud. But I believe we're either gonna count in or launch the bolts. Oh, we're counting in.
Yeah. Oh, give us the count in then at your
Three,
your leisure.
2, 1.
Yeah, boom, and we're gonna see the physics here from both of our players. And
A nice little lightning buff, and then a glint blade on the other side.
Yeah, cue the complaints about passive passive phalanx.
Hey,
But
if you're playing carry, and you
oh,
might as well. One little blade hit there,
nice.
and a little
One
half
blade,
hit.
but we do see.
Only 197 must have been the unbuffed Slender there.
Alright,
Another half
force
hit,
back in with-
268.
Those half hits are going to go in well, and we might see even a little bit of the desyncs here on the
745.
straight swords as well. That's a lot of damage. They are absolutely melting. Absolutely
Cheeky
melting. We are
frostbite.
gonna, oh, the trade! And definitely won. But Forceback still has to respect his opponent's damage as well. He's not
And
he's winning these trades, but not by much.
Rass's piss play, he beat Inservins in the piss mirror last time. He did 412, and that's the quick
Oh,
death. His
ouch.
power stance straight sword play has been just phenomenal. He's been playing extremely calm. He hasn't, because I told him before he had a tendency to like ape towards the end of the fight, but he's really just been super calm. His spacing's been very good. Rass is playing, he's legit. He's been playing legitimately very well. It's terrifying. Nothing but good things to say about him.
Looking at it there, though, as well, like it's a very different match than the one between Stefanix and the different match between Stefanix and Saleh, right? It's a much more aggressive. They're much more on top of each other, much more active. And I think what Huguru has to do here is try and force that slow game and not go for those dangerous trades, because Rascals can trade with impunity on that setup. It's really nasty.
It's very difficult to outspace Ras. He does so many piss mirrors. He plays it so much. He's just so good, man. He definitely has. This is like his patch. He's been playing so much, and he's so effective lately.
Yeah, most certainly his, and we'll just have to see how this one is going to
Rascals
go.
kill.
And Rascals.
Rascals.
Okay,
All right, gentlemen.
Okay. I'm ready when you are, Veggie.
All right, let's knock it out.
Boom! We're going to see the physics here from both of them. Both of them going for the tier, and we are going to see that buff once again from both of our players. The Phalanx here on the side of Uguru. Of course, the lightning buff on the side of
We're going to see Ras playing it real close, trying to keep him from getting that buff off. He doesn't play that. And there's a nice little half hit when they're jumping, and he keeps the aggression up. Oh, nice rolls by Huguru, but the third ape caught him.
Yeah, and we do see the, I believe that was
R1.
backswing R1. It's definitely one of the
Running
ways to do it, and we're seeing now a much more patient game now that Huguru realizes now what the game plan here is on the side of skills. But you see these whiffs here, and we are going to see a nice punish. The half hit isn't going to break. 1,500 on the board, Veggie. Another trade then as well, and we do see the crouch R1 coming. I think Huguru is a crouch R1 away from death.
Yep. And then Raspel. Oh, nice pocket Moonville jump scare there.
It definitely took me aback there as well, and we do see the backswing then is going to put him away because he got caught in the corner. Oh no. Oof.
2-0.
2-0, a sweep. An absolute sweep on that one. So that is going to be the first match of round 2 going to Rascals.
2-0. Huguru will head to losers.
Well, you know what? And any updates on the losers bracket so far, Veggie, or are they still?
Let's have a look in and see. So they're speaking Italian right now, so I do believe they're doing it. I do believe they're doing it.
Are they doing? How do you do hand gestures in Discord DMs? How does that work? Is it just all emojis, or how do they communicate?
I'm not sure. I just got a hashtag LOL Italiana, so I think somebody. I think there's some. Somebody's being packet loss maybe going on there. If I could venture to guess.
Oh God, excuse me. It is a distinct possibility. But again, I don't want to upset the mafia here. I don't want them knocking on my door. That's a bad time.
Like I can't even afford an Italian boycott at this time. Will ruin my tourney game. So speaking of Italians, we have Steph Actually, Charles and Fallen Angel, I'm gonna go ahead and call it 2-1. I've been unable to get that info. So looking at losers right now, we have. You can go ahead. Scythe in your losers bracket match is going to be against Hoogaroo. So you guys are best of 2, or best of 3, first to 2. Losers is best of 3, first to 2. Frosty. Whenever we're no loser stream if you want to stream it, but yeah, we've kind of just been going for it.
Here we go. Let me just send this to you, Veggie. It was sent to me rather than you, which is unusual. So I just send that to you, Mr. Vegetables. Here we go. That was sent, but
oh, now we got it.
now we got the information. Again, we can carry on with this next round either way. The Stefanik versus B Dot, and we can. I'll leave that ruling to your discretion. I haven't looked at it yet.
That may have been. Yeah. So it's good on Charles's end. Well, it's a little late now, but if we can get those in a little sooner, that would be the move. But we have moving on. These things happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. I'll leave that to your discretion, though.
Well, you
but
just
either
kind
way,
of just sent it when I had
it was sent to me
done the challenge.
while ago. Let me see when it was actually 8:34. So about 5 minutes ago. I just didn't see it. I wasn't looking at the main Discord. I was reading chat. My apologies.
Yeah, that was a little bit iffy.
It's iffy.
A little iffy. But
it could also be hitbox porn. It's really hard to tell. It's next to impossible to tell.
Yeah, but I've already moved him on in the bracket because I got the video in so late. So, Scythe, my man, Hoogaroo, y'all got it. At your leisure,
All
as
right.
Inda would say. Moving on.
All right,
Don't fight. Okay, they're fighting.
They're fighting. It's good. We're good to go. Either way, we are going to see both of our players here going for what seems to be very, very patient play. Very, very patient play.
Steph switching to the one Sacred Blade Slender, and he's going to play super chill here because he knows that Loretta Slash is coming. Oh, and he knew, but he still ate it anyway.
The Loretta's comes out once again. The spamming of
but
it.
I tell you what, he spams and he whiffs. He's going to be in a world of hurt with PSSF. But here comes the pot spam.
Yeah, and not only that, we're seeing the nice little bit of the Bestial Sling come out as well, just to keep up that pressure as well. And look at Stefanik, he's just kind of literally chilling,
Nice
but does manage to get
hit.
that 253. The Loretta Slash works against someone who's going to move in and aggress really heavily. Oh, but we see it there to jump out.
Back jump.
That was tight. That was nice, is what that was. And
Yes, sir.
as I was saying there, that's the Loretta Slash is really good when someone is trying to pressures into you.
Yes, sir.
But we're not seeing that degree of pressure. We're seeing very cautious play and beautiful spacing. And once again,
sir.
the Loretta Slash, the back jump once again. That's going to be the tier proc. No real damage comes out of it just because the tier healed it all.
Oh.
But that's a frost proc. And
No
now we're in
Ghostbusters.
sling range.
He's
And
just going to
that's where in
spam
sling
him to
range.
death.
Ooh.
Nice little
Steph
bell.
takes
Nice
it.
play, Steph. 1-0, and
But the
again we are
overlay.
first to 2 in this, and then once we get to the semis next, we're going to be best of 5, so first to 3.
And I'll just say you may want to just change the overlay names just a smidge. Might just clear up the confusion with the chatters.
No, that's these guys for sure. Sub properties. Gotta be honest, this is the first time I'm doing.
To check DM. There's another DM, but it's up to your judgment. It is Veggie's call. I'm here to say words, unfortunately. I checked it. It's really hard to tell.
It is hard to tell, and also tell him it's just let us. It's too late now because I moved him forward with the challenge. Just try to
It's
let
a-
us know if you're going to contest that you're sending a vid in, a VOD
To
in.
send it into Veggie as well.
Yeah,
not
just
to,
let me know
not to
you're
me,
going to
just to be
contest,
clear.
and the participant chat is what I'm actively monitoring, so it'd probably be the best way. And then Saleh and Flex, have you guys finished your matches, or are you still running?
Just waiting for Steph and B Dot to get in now, and we should be very, very nearly there.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while. It's one of the things I will say about the summoning system is you've just a little bit of sorry, excuse me, that extra little bit of control over getting people in and stuff like that. That you can see stuff.
Yeah, but seamless still gaps, for sure.
And we have both of our players in. We see the nice, tidy little bows.
That's a
Sportsmanship on
HTS.
display.
Stephanic,
Disgraceful.
quintessential sportsman.
But I'll give you the shout in at your leisure, Veggie. I am prepared for this. What could be the last stock?
Yes, sir. All right, so HTS versus Power Stance Straight Swords and a 3, 2, and a 1. We're off.
Boom.
And they're off.
That's nice. One of them is off. There we go. We do see the wake up here as well. The frostbot has come out. Apparently not quite on it. Are we having some issues?
Maybe. B-Dot, go ahead and kill him just in case, We'll see what's going on.
We're seeing messages hasn't started, men. Yes, it did. The bolt came out. The bolt was out, Baymore. Unless you're saying that he drank before the bolt actually hit, which I don't think it did it? Huh? I'm curious now on this one. I'm a little bit bamboozled. We're just checking this one here. Nope, bolt comes out and then he drinks.
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. I don't think he started before. He might have moved slightly before the bolt actually landed, but he didn't drink his flask at the very least. Now he ran forward first.
Hold on. For fuck's sake,
Did it just played? Maybe.
No.
Nope. Nope.
No.
It's
Nope. 1-1.
Nope. 1-1
Should've
then,
played.
unless
That's why. Yeah, maybe. That's why I told. But is there lag on B dots? And is the question. That's why I told B dot to kill too. So. It'll be fine. There's a losers bracket.
There's a losers bracket, yeah. Weird stuff. Welcome to online tournaments with FromSoft netcode.
You just gotta play it out, man.
Yeah, play it. I'd always err on the side of playing stuff like that out, but that's not my call. I let.
No, it looked good to me. Steph knows better. That's 1-1. So also update on losers. Flex wins over Saleh 2-1.
Okay. All right. Okay. But either way, 1-1. Based on we'll have to see how this next one pans out. I'm pretty excited to see how it goes. And the little, we see it there. Well, hey, Stefanix is in. We have swapped sides. The safety is now off. Mr. Vegetables, be careful with your registered firearm, please.
I'm a Florida man. There's no such thing as gun safety here.
All right. Well, we do have both of our contestants now in. Get into your corners, gentlemen, and Veggie, I am ready whenever you are.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Steph? Let's get this going here.
Let's get this. What could be the last? Oh, it is the last round. So match point.
2,
1-1.
1.
Kaboom! Out goes
Here
the
we
bolt,
go.
and we are
Now
going
we're
to
ready.
see the flasks out. Out goes the pot. We're going to see, keeping up that little bit of pressure. Frostpot clear to follow up with. It doesn't connect. Doesn't matter. We are going to see these bestial slings come out once again, and the sacred blade. It doesn't hit, but definitely going to keep up that pressure. What I will give Baymore an awful lot of credit for is he has a really, really good tools to pressure from neutral. The onus is very, very much now on B-Dot to try and keep up that pressure and stop that small little bits of chip going through. And
Nice
beautiful
spacing.
spacing here. Tries to go for the backswing as B-Dot, but is going to be swatted aside with the wrath of the PSSS here coming out. And
HDS is more like its aerial game is kind of... Ooh, nice jumping R2, and oh, that's big damage. And the Frost proc.
it is going to be big damage, and he
And a
does manage
bolus
to get
punish.
the punish as well.
And then be looking for like a pocket moonfield and stuff as well here. I think he's got a lot of a big advantage here by being on his playing HTS extremely well here. It's something that if you don't see often, I'm sure Baymore's going to be able to strafe this here soon when he gets used to it. But ooh, Frostpot trade.
With no backswing comes out there on the side of Baymore, but he's kind of struggling to find a safe spacing to come in here. He's worried about those run R2s coming out, and those are R2s, but we are going to see the tier proc.
Impaling thrust.
Interesting choice for the impaling thrust on the HTS. I wouldn't have. I'm not really sure what Ash's work on it.
Here's the Moonveil. Nice roll. Probably could have waited on it a little bit, but he
good roll there, and the
hand
sacred
early
blade
there.
comes out. Both of them have ranged tools now, which I'm not sure if Stefanix is kind of used to fighting against it, and that with the game that he's playing very careful. Oh, the panic rolls. We are going to see the tier proc. But 419, the bestial sling comes out then and finishes it off.
Was that Piercing Fang?
Piercing Fang. I wasn't quite sure which of them it was.
Piercing Fang's the good one. It's got the hyper armor.
But yeah, good fight from both, and that's going to be Baymore. Moving on, Stefanix moving on to the round 3. Going up against Raw Skills, and a really good performance. You know, a little bit of a Tourney moment. Sometimes you get like weird desyncs and stuff like that happens. Sometimes it's just safer to roll with it. Obviously, we have to look from the host side perspective with stuff like that, and while it does suck for rulings, it's sometimes just safer to play stuff out. But we're moving on, Mr. Vegetables. We are moving on.
Yes, we are moving on.
And who are we moving on to?
We will be,
Snapcaster versus Eli?
So Snap's going to make his first appearance here.
Magnificent.
The great Snapcaster versus the great...
Snap won the last tourney, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He won the last PSN tourney when we had Partisans were still allowed. It was Partisan Gaming. And he's ready to go. And I believe he's going to be on Spears again.
There's a message here from Charles for the check GM.
I've seen it.
No worries.
We're going to go ahead and keep the status quo, unfortunately, because I've already kind of moved the challenge ahead, and then I can't change it at this point.
No problem. That's perfectly fine.
Good on them, though. Good on them for wanting to do that, but we can't really, unfortunately.
All right. Well, we have... Who's that? Who's currently in now? Is that Eli or
Snap?
Magnificent Snap, of course. Caster, funnily enough. I've met him a good number of times in the arena. Solid player, and he's going to be on the Spears.
These are Iron Spears, which ERPVP has banned. They're the same length as short, but they do a little bit more damage. So we're going to have to look into something people want us to look into as far as them being allowed on the rule set, but we will see here how BG they are. And Snap is a great spear user as well.
Well, I mean, he won it on Partisans the last time, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Well, there you go. Spears are nasty, very, very nasty this patch, and even with the shortest ones available, and they're still like a hugely strong pick, hugely strong pick. So, and it can be definitely hard to get in on them, even with that range. True, you can whiff punish them to death, but they have just so much forward momentum with those run L1s. It's very, very nasty, very, very nasty.
And that's why I kind of think like partisans were a little BG, you know, because they're hard to whiff punish because of the length. But the short spears and iron spears very whiff punishable. You can kind of play them like normal. They are long and strong, but a little bit easier to deal with. But they're still spears. Far and away the best thing in the game. Not even close, really. Maybe two-handed clean rot, but still even then.
Yeah, it's just a range differential. It's just so nasty, so nasty.
Yes, sir. And then we'll update on losers: B Dot and Arc Dominus, and then Hookaroo and Scythe, Fallen Angel, and then yeah, we are gonna get started here. You guys ready?
All right. Well, I'm ready whenever you are.
3, 2, 1, and we're good to go.
All right, we're going to see both of our players here going for their
A little
flask.
war cry, a little barbaric roar on the spears there.
An interesting choice. Obviously, you get a little bit of extra damage, but the R2s, not that you'd really use the R2s anyway. It's a very long animation, and if you don't manage to land it, it's Flaming Strike.
So
okay,
this
so he's the
Flaming
offhand
Strike
roar.
combos, if anybody doesn't know, into L1 very nicely. It's so quick. This is a true combo.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna
seeing
say
those
true.
jumps here. Oh, that interrupts there. We're very, very nicely done on the side of Snap, and this is going to be a very high latency match, I would imagine. So they're going to have to play this pretty carefully. We're going to see a lot of really nice rolls, but the hitbox memento there is unfortunately he does do a little bit, just completely bypasses him, and we see the rolls come out here, and Eli going to be taking a little bit of the damage. And keeping that pressure here with the PSSS. Obviously, Flame Strike takes a moment to come out, so it can be punished if he does try and call
Nice roll
out
catch,
the.
half hit. And watching Snap cook here, I'm surprised we're not seeing a little bit of little phalanx action, but he's on the grease, he's on the drawstring resin, so he usually brings some interesting setups. But we're just looking. Oh, big trades there. And I think Snap won there. Nice
But he
L1
did
move.
manage to get clipped.
Spacing misstep. And to go ahead.
It's gonna be. He does have to be really careful with that one as the frostbot comes out. Like those small mistakes. 213 on the board. Like we're seeing sides really been chipped down.
That's
Veggie.
right. I
Both
don't
sides.
know my own rules. Phalanx is banned on spears. Yeah.
Ooh. We have the rule set committee coming in clutch here.
And the
Frost
ban,
pots.
let's say Snap got him banned himself probably. They're kind of BG. It's just the tracking and everything. It's just like a homing missile coming at you. And I do believe
blue.
Snap is going to need to adjust to the latency here. And then
We speak of the devil,
Yep.
and it shall appear. Caster's curse, maybe? Just a little bit.
if somebody could help Bevan with Radon as well in chat, he needs help with Radon.
Is it Xbox or is it
Xbox.
the Wii U?
Yeah, Wii U.
Bevan.
It's Nintendo Switch. Abyss Demon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, save the
Dreamcast. All right, I'll be
That's-
there in like 5. All right, Veggie. This is deeply important. I'll have to help Bevan.
You're gonna have
gotta
to
help a brother
clean
out.
scratches on your disc first. You might want to use some toothpaste. I think dry it for about 45 minutes and then wipe it down. That usually helps. Peanut butter. Okay, so that's 1-0. Yeah, so we're seeing those L1s that Eli had some success with. I think Snap kind of needed to adjust with the latency there, and he's finally able to get his bearings, to get his spacing.
And you know, it's easy to make those mistakes, especially given the distance between our players here. They are going to get clipped here or there, just with that Phantom. But having those rolls and just having everything be so forgiving is going to be really hard, especially in a matchup with the PSSS where it kind of lives and dies whether or not it can get those catches. And whew, hopefully, we'll see a little bit of adaptation there because it's been pretty sweep heavy so far in the tournament.
I just want to talk about this first fucking boss in Armored Core on Chapter 1. How do you beat this guy? Like, it's just like, everybody's like, well, it's super easy. Anyway, we're playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, but apparently we're directly playing it now as we are going to see the Frostpots come out here, trying to get a little bit of punish. Neither of them managing to land it, much like Veggie's having problem landing hits in that first boss, but happens to the best of us. Oh, that nasty interrupt there on the side of Snap. Very nicely done. Beautiful L1, and Eli's going to have to play an awful lot more careful, Veggie.
Yes, sir. And a nice cute little backstep there by Snap. Oh, you ran right into the L1 there. Snap back in this corner taking massive damage, which is... Oh.
He just managed to get out of it, though. But Eli managing to get an awful lot of damage himself, dude. Ouch.
Snap looking for the second L1 monkey there, and Eli makes him pay for it.
Most certainly did, and you have to respect PSSS. Is that spacing? Oh my god. Can we get a whiff punish restored in chat, please? But very nicely done as we see that pressure come out. And forced back now once again. And
you will find Snap, Eli in the corner at this moment. You'll find Snap in this back corner quite a bit. He actually enjoys it there. Oh, 3 L1s. Snap takes it.
Punishing the mash. Sometimes slamming your head against the L1 button is not the play.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
Unfortunate bestie.
Polpetta, loser's bracket. Snap, 2-0, you're moving on. Okay, so now we have Charles in charge.
Versus the Frosty, dude.
Frosty finally making his first appearance in the tournament. So I will say that Frosty, every tournament match he's fought in has been goated. The guy's play style in this patch is just so awesome.
Yeah, Frosty most surely has probably... I think the way I describe him is a who does that player. And from my perspective, they're always fun to watch just to see what is our brother here cooking? Is always the question whenever I see him in a bracket. That is always the question.
It's so
What's up,
difficult
D-dubs?
to play against him as well because he's always crouching, he's always watching. It's so hard to punish that crouching play style he has.
Yeah, the kind of crouch into kind of skitter away and back onto the fridge is no one else really does it. It's very much a Frosty-ism, I believe is the technical term.
And it has so many ways to like skip neutral. He's so good at that. He's just a great player, man.
But he is, and I was very, very happy to hear his takes on the current patch on the podcast recently. He's a knowledgeable dude. Even if we don't see eye to eye, his opinion is something that I definitely respect to a huge degree, and he's able to back it up as well. He's done very well. I believe did he manage to get third place or fourth in the last FOC? I can't quite remember. He came very, very close either way, and in the warm-up he did very well as well.
Well, it was him and Inservins, and it was I can't remember. It was so...
Yeah, it's not clear to me either. I can do some digging in a little bit, but I am very excited to see what our Frosty is going to be bringing. So it should be pretty exciting. We do, of course, have Charles in the far corner. I think as we're waiting to get our Frosty. Got fourth, thank you, Rascals. Just change the overlay there to keep everyone above board on who's who. Either way, we do have Frosty in the near corner, and it is going to be Charles at the far. Oh, excuse me. But I'm ready at your leisure. Once you're happy, Mr. Vegetables.
All right, gentlemen.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, on a 3, on a 2, and a 1. Ale. Kaboom. And out it comes there. We're going to see that nice little bit of pressure right off
And he
the
likes.
bat.
I've seen that Grand Sax punish from him quite a bit. He likes to do that. I haven't seen him doing it in the FOCs, but every PSN tournament he seems to enjoy doing. It's a nice knowledge check there.
It is, and it's another thing is like the play style that's you're playing. He's one of those people who plays the player. There's very little in the ways of a flow chart going on there with our Frosty, and the double katana is going to get that interrupt though, and we see that the skitter out the wide, giving him a wide berth there just to try and be. He has to be careful of that hyper armor on the side of the shunter. Now obviously, the R2. Forcing the backstab grab, it is going to be punished for it. Are we going to see what are we going to see Frosty go for a swap over to? And from someone who's fought in the lash between these two, it can be quite hard to get those catches occasionally. So the shunter is definitely at a bit of a disadvantage, but having those overlapping hyper armor frames is going to come in clutch here for the side of Charles. Forced back out Frost. Charles is in a spot of bother. Both of them are quite low here, but. Frosty keeping up that pressure. We're seeing a chill here in neutral, and Charles is going to have to play it very, very safe. The jump comes through. Is that going to be... That's all she wrote. Frosty takes the first stock, and... No, it's hard lines when I don't know who to root for. You know, the Irishman or the ice cold dude. Kind of, this is putting me in quite the pickle, Veggie.
Why so?
This is because now I have to be impartial. I can't pretend to be. Because I want both of them to win.
Well,
you know, Frosty, of course, is a homie, and Charles is a countryman. Like, where do I? What do I do? I'm confused.
Here's how I would approach this. Frosty's the clear favorite. He is the Frost man, and then you have Charles, who's the underdog and the countryman.
That is
so you
true.
might as well go with the underdog and the countryman. You know.
I think you might be onto something, Charles. The boy racers in Shannon Bridge are rooting for you.
There you go.
Come on, brother. You gotta do it for them.
Raise a pint of stout for him.
They're in the pub. They're going crazy here. Okay, you gotta give the people what they need, brother. Okay, you got this, my friend. You got this. But either way, it is gonna be round 1 to Frosty, and now we have Charles in world.
Charles in charge. I fixed the overlay this time too.
Magnificent. I love and appreciate you. And the chat is forever in your debt. And we see the bows come out. Ever the gentleman is our Frosty. And count in at your leisure, Mr. Vegetables.
3, 2, 1. Safety's off, and 1.
Boom.
I used to be super concerned, but what was that?
That
was a buff?
That was a buff from us.
Frosty
he's
just
done that
knowledge
in the
checked
tournament
me right
before.
there. That was wild. Is that
I can't remember what exactly the exact buff is, but it is a
golden belt type
LXT.
thing.
Does he go for the pressure? He doesn't go for the backstab as our Charles, but he is going to try and keep up that pressure. Not quite able to do it. Obviously, Charles here is frosted, so he has to be careful. We are going to see. I can't remember the spark aromatic. Spark aromatic. That's what that's called, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got that one, and we are going to see Charles here managing to get that a little bit of damage off. Frosty does go for the roll against Shunter there, and Charles is keeping it up.
These unlocked rollaways that Frosty's so good with. He's got like a little off dagger here, a little change up from the off bird.
And the dagger just has so little recovery. It's definitely a good option if you're going to see Charles here bravely going for that, and the attempted just the backstabbed. Was that an inescapable? I'm not sure.
Man,
that was one hell of a fish. And now he's been put in the schmicks. The vortex. And are we going to see Charles here goes to the dagger here? 17 damage. The jump attack comes out. Charles is keeping it going. The lads in the pub and the local are going absolutely wild. The fish comes through.
Oh, and the spark aromatic.
Aromatic puts him away, Charles.
Fucking
No!
frosty, man.
Oh, oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez, I'm gonna need a drink after that one. Christ. Oh dear. Oh man,
Oh, what just
Charles.
happened?
I think Charles was you know what? Listen, we're gonna do some speculation. He couldn't believe that he got that backstab, and it just threw him off his game. I think is what's going on there.
Oh, hold on, bro.
Yeah, we have to watch that one back. God damn.
Look at how excited Charles got, and it gave him so much power as well. He's just able to get into this is the 3-hit vortex here.
Yeah.
He's just
Against
on high
Frosty
right
of all
now.
people.
And
Oh
then
my
Frosty
God.
does his Frosty does what he does and just kind of. I've not seen any very. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Look at this shit.
Ice cold, dude.
My God.
Damn, that aromatic. I think that's the first. Is that the first aromatic kill in a tournament?
Probably.
That's
Probably.
Charles. You got losers. If I don't see you again, you're not getting that Christmas card, brother. Okay. That's how it. That's where we're at right now.
No caroling this year.
No Irish meetup.
We'll be throwing
Unless
frost
we
spots
see you
at him when
again.
Charles is out with his sweater caroling.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to have some. I know of at least 3 Irish players now so far, so little head on to Dublin for a look-like sort of a deal. But sure, what
Okay.
can you do? But
So I'm gonna take
what?
a quick 2-second break, and then I want to check in
Yeah, I
with
might
losers
do
real
the same.
quick.
I might do just the very same. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you on the flip side.
And then
Catch
let
you in
me-
a second.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So on losers we have Charles and Clevey. First to 2, Eli and Flex, 1-1 at the moment. B Dot and Arc, how are you guys doing? 1-1 for B Dot and Arc. So we're finishing up losers. Hoogaroo. Still waiting on that. All right. So I do believe Ras and Steph. And we're just waiting on Inda. No hurry, we're moving along very nicely. Where's Bevan at? Bevan, are you still here? Bevan, pull up. We're gonna have a nice piss smear here, I think. I think you guys have some pretty competitive matches. Hmm. Are you a Steph fan?
I don't really know Red skills. No offense.
So Ark, you're moving on 2-1.
YOLO, YOLO.
And welcome back. I think we got
That's
Ark.
a dubious honor.
Ark 2-1 over the Department of Transportation, B-Dot.
No, I was a really good. That was a really good last fight, and GGs to both. And first time for everything.
Okay,
And I think
so
this patch is definitely the time to do it.
now with the semis, this is going to be best of 5, first to 3, gentlemen.
Magnificent.
Best of 5, first to 3. So they know. And Eli also coming from losers 2-1 over Flex.
Nice.
Moving on.
Nice, Sue.
So Simi's looking good. Ras and Steph here. Let me just change the deal thing. Rascals. It is pronounced rascals,
bro. I will forever call him raw skills, though, bro.
Hey, that's you're gonna have to take that up with him. It's like what you call it? It's a double. It's just like mine is a double entendre, you know, two things. It's not as seductive as mine, no.
But yeah, we're getting our opponents in. I'm the third.
You have his permission.
And I give you permission, bro. That's pretty. That's as we say
nice.
In the business. That's pretty poggers, bro.
Pog champ. All right, wonderful piss mirror, and no doubt Ras will be taking advantage of. Well, no, because he's got one slender in hand.
Okay. Well,
All right,
I think it's going to be a full mirror then, isn't it?
Well, this looks like lightning here. So Braun Fashion go in here versus whatever Steph's got on. His thick legs. All right, we're counting in. You ready?
I'm ready when you are, darling.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. And there we have it. We have the buffs coming out here from both of our players and the ranker pots there. The Skelly Bones keeping it spooky, although it's not spooky season yet. And we're going to see that Jump L1 come out, but not able to connect.
And is going to be NA West to Italy EU latency, so quite a bit of latency here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. PSSS is going to be pretty hard into this matchup, but I think in fighting EU laggards, Raw Skills kind of learned the hard way not to go into the fists in that matchup. It can be pretty rough, and oof. I was full sure he was going to go off the first. Oh, nice little bit of chip damage there from one of the swords, though. So there is going to be a nice little bit. It's going to be that back and forth, I feel, and the sling comes out, but got a little bit too close for comfort, so we kind of got that roll out. Keeping up in center here, and we're going to see this very slow game that Baymore definitely wants to keep up, but he's going to be interrupted 900 L1. Oh, no! Oh my god.
It do be like that.
It's, Stormveil Memento, I think. Oh dear. Oof. The damage in a piss mirror is catastrophic, but the mental damage from that is going to be even more catastrophic. Oh no.
Gravity always wins, man. Everybody troll this man.
Can we get Fs, please?
Yeah.
I think an F is required for that one, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Steph fell off the map.
Yeah, Rex coming in with a little bit of respects being paid. Yeah, if Gravity wins, that's Gravity 1. Stephanic 0. Oh dear.
Both of these gentlemen in this fight, though, have been able to beat the first boss in Armored Core in Chapter 1, and I still haven't, so kudos to them.
Listen, at the end of the day, they both have better gamer chairs, alright? Just look at it in that way, Edgy. That's all it is.
And you see Frosty and try, hey man, don't worry, I've done that more than once in tournaments. Like, it's like the Bueno Pat. You give them the Bueno Pat. It's not gonna ease the sting. All right, let's play the second round. Don't fall off. Steve.
Yeah, let's get on with it. Get on with it. Yeah, don't fall off.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, and the bolt is out. We are going to see the physics from both of our players. So, will one of them be responsible for the health bar going to 0 this time? It remains to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. Gravity hopefully won't take another one. Good rolls coming out here on the side of Baymore, and Rascals try and keep that little bit of counter pressure. Stop Baymore. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's painful. As you see, Stefanic's kind of keeping it, kind of trying to cool it down a little bit, trying to keep the pace of the fight nice and slow, which is evidently what he's after. But Rascals here doing a good job of just keeping up that pressure. And we see that
a little bit of cheeky neutral dance from Ras there. Well, I don't know about that. Maybe a little latency there.
Same, you know, it's a little bit more Dark Souls 3 going on here, as we are going to see. Just goes for those jumps and kind of chills back in neutral. Then again after this. And we see the jumps come out, and Baymore dangerously close to the edge again. But oh, and beautiful whiff punish here on the side of Rascals, calling out that jump beautifully. That is the bread and butter of the matchup, as we are going to see another bread and butter of the matchup, as we see the attempted roll catch comes out there, and a little bit of chip from that dagger, and we see the crouch R1s.
Not afraid to go for 3 L1s here. He's definitely calculated.
He has a life advantage, and he's not afraid to use it here, as we see the crouch R1 come in again, as he's keeping up that degree of pressure. And yet again, and
the trade
comes out.
2-0.
Oof. 2-0. I want to say, good, very, very good on Baymore there. He tried to keep control of the pace of the fight, but just these spacing mistakes went through. And it just was not, it was unfortunately not quite able to make it through on that one. And, you know, I think it's there. We've seen it in the earlier rounds. There is the capacity there to get that really tight spacing in from the side of Stefanic's. But, you know, he's done a phenomenal job. He's had a really good run through this tournament so far. And, but he is up against one of the top players in PSN right now, so... He's a tall order, so he's gonna have to play it much more safer, and it'll remain to be seen how he's able to get through. So GG WP to both, and Rascals just had that spacing down, looking for those whiff punishes, managing to call out some of those jumps. And one of the things that's really good in the PSSS matchup is the pre-spacing that comes out, looking for those jumps, because the jump L1 is just so good. You're forced in, you go for that jump attack, and if they pre-space it right, then they can get that punish just
and that kind of tech is kind of what distinguishes a good piss player, a good power stance straight sword player from like a great player. You see players like Ras and Braun and Inservins and people who play that, you know, the best. They'll just, when you jump, you better have a calculated jump. If not, they're going to punish you hard for it.
Yeah, and you can... then there's the other part of it then as well, where you can change the distance of your jump as well to try and like throw them off, and then you can whiff punish the attempted call out. Like it's an interesting matchup in the sense, and
there's so much, people give so much shit to the power stance straight sword mirrors getting being boring, which they can be, but when they get to that higher level, they really are interesting. There's a lot that goes into them. But anyway. And
I'm ready whenever you are, darling.
3, 2, 1.
Boom! Out goes the bolt, and we're going to see the physics from both of our players. The Rancor pot is going to be punished by a little bit of a dagger. I think the first blood is going to be Stefanic's here, as we see the swap over from
regenning back to full health.
Nice, as it has. You listen, you know what? That's part of the game at this point. Get those tally swaps down, and we see that good jump come out here from the side of Rascals. Not going to be called out, and both of them forcing rolls though with these jumps so far. And we see the jumps come out. The good rolls here. Good roll discipline on the side of Stefanic's, but thought he had that punish, and unfortunately,
punish is the crystal dart.
Very nice though on that one. That was a good calculation, as you would put it yourself, Veggie. And we see this crouch R1s come up just to stop the attempted pressure out of that jump. And oh, the trades come out. And who won that trade, Veggie?
I think Ras won it. He had a nice little Koopa stomp on the head, and then he was able to get a half hit, and then took the L1 after that. So he has quite the advantage. Oh,
again.
Nice L1. Ras playing a little bit aggressively with this 2-0 lead. I think he's taking in some risks here. He's getting punished.
He can definitely
just a little
afford
bit.
to.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and these the jumps. Oh, forcing the roll here is Rascals again once again, and really calculated play here. He's been very brave with some of those punishes. He's definitely He knows the latency, he knows the distances, and he seems to have Stefanix here a little bit downloaded. So it's an uphill climb, but the damage that Codeds are able to just like.
See Steph back on 2 Codeds as well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe feeling a little bit more comfortable that way. Maybe he just forgot. I don't know.
I think it's just he's looking for that raw damage, but he's going to be punished for trying to go for the backswing again.
Yeah, little 8 punish there.
Good,
Rash
really
looking
good
good,
space.
playing very good neutral. Nice roll.
And he has those jump ins as well. He has a really solid. He's always just on the outside of a punish, and has just waiting for the attempted punish.
Ooh.
This is going to be really close, Veggie. Oh no.
I still can't get over Ras' his little spins in neutral. I really like him. I really like that.
Almost calls out that crouch attack there, and we see it. Does he get the backswing? No, he doesn't, but he does. Weird little anti-air comes out there, and that's going to be Rascals moving.
3-0.
The raw skills moving forward.
Rascals.
You let these rascals in here? God damn,
Let
dude.
these
I can't
rascals
believe
in
it.
here.
GG's to both, though. That was a really good match, lads. Well played.
On to losers, Baymore. Mr. Steph.
Go forth and conquer, my dude. And hopefully we'll be seeing you again later. And definitely added to the list of players we'll have to be keeping an eye on moving forward, Veggie, because that was a very impressive match.
Hoog and Ark, what was the, why is Eli? I'm just trying to catch up with losers here before we get into, yes, 2-1 versus Flex. I kind of whiffed on the challenge a little bit there. Sorry, Eli.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No worries. What's it?
If I can just have an update on
Yeah, we'd love and appreciate everyone to just keep Mr. Vegetables up to date with the scores and stuff, just so we can kind of keeps everything nice and smooth.
I just want to verify it's 1-1 Ark and Huguru. So Huguru, you took the stock from Fallen Angel there, is what I'm taking. Mm-hmm. Clevey 1-2-0 versus Charles. GG's Clevey.
Well played.
And then Ark, yeah, 2-0 Scythe. Unfortunate for Scythe, kind of got. And then Ark, 1-1 Ark and Huguru. So Clevey and Eli, and then Ark and Huguru. And then now we move on to Snap and Frosty. Good match here. Excited for this.
This is going to be a good match. Yeah, this is going to be a good match. Again, you have Snap, who's multiple tourney winner, versus Frosty, who's a multiple tourney winner. You know, we're getting to that side of the bracket. I think it's top 8 right now. So this is where we're. This is the closing part of the tournament. You know.
Thank God.
And, yep. Thank you for saying that, so I don't have to. Unfortunately, the off license is going to be closed by the time we won't be getting our booze tonight, unfortunately. But we do have both of our players in, I think, don't we?
Hey, thanks for taking your Saturday night, by the way. I'm trying to. It's also the opening day of the college football season.
Are we talking actual football or that American nonsense?
American nonsense.
RFMH my head, dude.
Yeah,
No,
you should turn
no.
that on.
It's not real. Not real. Not real. I refuse to believe it. But either way,
Yeah,
we
that's
have
fine.
both American. We have both American contestants in.
Fake.
I am ready whenever you are.
I'm ready to go. Yeah, some
Let's
days,
get
you
this
know,
done.
some days are just not Snap avoiding the and that just goes to show the level of Snap's experience. He was ready for the grand sacks. He's ready for competitive play, and he was able to avoid that punish, that knowledge check. Knowledge check.
Yeah,
failed.
definitely. And we're seeing the halberd, halberd cat again on the side of
And these
Frosty,
two
dude.
players very patient, very adapted to tournament play. So we're going to see some 3 good matches. It's going to go on a while here. Both setups, with the hyper armor.
The two-handed halberd is a different beast now, as we're going to see that nice pressure here on the side of Frosty.
And we're seeing Frosty here. I don't know if he's kind of realized it yet, but he's kind of he's kind of taking control of the match, and I think he's kind of realizing he's got Snap against the corners. But as you see here, Snap kind of retreating to that back. That's kind of his home. Although it's not best to be in the corner for most players, that is Snapcaster's home. He is a caster after all. Cheeky little caster.
He's like Mayweather in the corner,
Yep.
is he? You just can't hit him, kind of a deal. Is it? Is that how it be? Or?
Yep, he is a wizard. He loves it back there. All these freaking wizards.
But Frosty has to be careful again. One of the things that's going to be so nasty about those spears.
Not banned yet.
Oh, the run R2 comes out here on the side of Frosty, and it's going to be that damage differential. How many times does Frosty have to hit Snap? Compared to how many
23.
times does Snap? Oh, that pivot.
Snap is on the back foot. He's not gonna be able to return from this. I don't think. I think Frosty has his number. I mean, spears are strong, but Frosty's in control of the match at this point.
Yeah, and that whiff punish there comes out. Oof. Very nicely done.
I do want to say that was a bit of a dominant performance there. Controlled neutral the whole time. Had Snap up against the wall.
Bouncing him from one corner to the other was Frosty there.
Just beating his head off the wall like a Snap. Good game, Snap. He's gonna pull it back though. He'll adjust. And from losers, Huguru, 2-1 against Arc. Moving on.
Nice.
Huguru, pretty formidable tourney he's having here. Very strong in the carry-ins, Hug. With his pocket moves though. And then we're waiting on Clevey and Eli. Again, best of 3 here. Best of 3, folks.
I will say though, what Frosty has to be careful of is if Snap does get his bearings, Frosty has to worry about running into some of those L1s, because again they hit for nuclear damage.
They really do.
To put it as politely as possible. The spears here are going to hit real hard, and from one hit, Snap does have the ability to kind of snowball off of it, right? He gets one hit, Frosty's forced back.
We're going to look at Barbaric Roar Guitars.
Uh-oh.
And he's going to look to trade into it as well. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this one pans out.
Are we ready, folks?
I'm prepared. Safety is off, and on the 3, 2, 1, go.
Snap is I drank my physics for no reason. Snap is very, very good with these fists. And there's the Barbaric Roar.
Oh, from neutral as well, and Frosty not ready for it, walks into it. Oh dear. That's the first blood, I think, to
Yes, sir.
to Snapcaster then. That's the first hit, and obviously the guitars here. Is it? Yeah, it is going to be guitars, and then he sets up for it. Is Frosty going to be there for a punish? Look at that waiting there to see if Snap goes for a follow-up. And
what's nice about these guitars, the true combo R2 will also combo into Barbaric Roar. It's very devastating.
And see it there. The Frostpuck though knocks him out of it, unfortunately. But even then, the run attack are going to come out, and the bit of a mash afterwards as well. Frosty taken aback, not expecting it, and Very nice call out there on the side of Snapcaster, knowing that Frosty was waiting for that whiff to try and take pressure. And speaking of taking pressure, he even manages to land the very tail end of the Barbaric Roar R2 there.
It's so extremely hard to deal with. And I noticed Frosty during the last FOC kind of, you know, cheekily, I don't think that's a word, but he was kind of ironically saying how balanced the Barbaric Roar was in this game. So I don't think he's a big fan of it. So he's kind of getting a taste of it now.
Yeah, and it is nasty. It does force away aggression. You have to have some status in your back pocket, but he does
A
manage
little
to get
unnecessary
that
mash from the snap there. I don't think that was the best. He was kind of hoping, ooh. Oh boy.
Oh, and then the follow up with the run R1s there to try and put it away, and the bow to the audience, not to Frosty on that one from the side of Snap. That's going to be 1-1.
Yes, sir. And you have to roll. So once that R1, once you get hit with that running R1, you have to roll out because that the R1 spam will have priority. You got to get out of there. I don't know if he ran out of stam or what happened there, but he kind of got caught.
No, that was a real nice fight, and I want to say as well that you talked about kind of the whiffed mash attempt.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember what Snap is thinking here is that Frosty's walked into it a couple of times already. What's to stop him from doing it again?
Yep.
So I can understand. It was understandable why he did it, and again, Frosty's going to be fairly cautious on the approach as well, just simply on the account of he has to worry about that Barbaric Roar. And his gap closers give more than enough time for that Barbaric Roar to go off as well. You know, their run attacks, your run R2s, your run R1s. If he goes for any of those on a punish, he is in for a world of hurt. So he's trying to wait. He's waiting for those punishes and then moving in. And the mash is definitely a good option to try and throw off the timing and catch him with the tail end of it. So, you know, well played to Snap. And even though there was a couple of blunders there, he persevered through, and we see him back in the house once again. A little spin there to greet us all to it, and Frosty chilling like a village, ice cold here in the corner.
Oh, it's a pass. He's gonna pass. What are you doing? Nice. Intercepted. Ohio State sucks this year. Sorry, folks. Unbelievable, man.
Are they white?
Yeah, they're away right now. Anyway, let's go, guys. Unbelievable.
No, we do see the actual. Oh, he goes for at that time the mix-up from Kilo. Frosty always one for those odd mixes, and instead of going for the self-buff, he does decide to actually just hit the dude. So nicely done on the side of Frosty.
Frosty got a lot going on, man.
Frosty just has a lot of setups going on, and it's hard. I don't even know what he's using half the time. These days, the unlock there, that was sick. Dylan here in neutral there again. We do see the physic come out. R2 from neutral, kind of. Snap has to be careful with those. He got away with it in the first round. He's not going to get around with it this time. The run R1. Are we going to see an attempt to go for that Barbaric Roar again? We don't. You're going to see really nice spacing though here on the side of Snapcaster.
Yes.
Keeping Frosty on his toes and getting that interrupt as well. Frosty calling out that mash again. Really nice play here on Frosty's part. Very, very nice. Oh, there's the Barbie Roar out.
When he gets
Tries
hit
to
the
go for the
aromatic.
punish. No. Snapcaster's on death's door here. He has to play it real careful.
Does he still have his tier, or is that a phantom tier?
I think he still does, but I'm not sure. I don't think the aromatic was enough to proc it, but
Yeah, Frosty being quite aggressive, but now he's got he's looking for the hyper armor and spinning. Is that spinning strikes?
yes, spin slash I believe is what is the name, but I'm not sure. Oh
And then
dear,
taking
but the Barbie
advantage of
Roar
Frosty's
comes out.
aggression. I was wondering when it was going to come out because Frosty was being quite aggressive after spinning strikes on the halberd.
We do see them kind of hide their away. Just it was unsightly, truly, as the Barbaric Roar came out. But both of them do come out of the corner once again, and the proc there, and that's actually a good idea. Once you get the frost proc there, get mashing out of it. People don't expect it if they miscount it, but Frosty, smarter than your average bear, does manage to get it off, and
He does do
the
this
runner too.
this status proc counting. Also, I need to be reminded to change. Yeah, to change that. We'll wait till after this match.
Run R2s are out, and then run R2s again, and the mash follows up afterwards there as well. And oh, Frosty's so close to death here, but I believe both of them are kind of in the same.
There he goes.
Very nicely done here to the side of Snap. So that's going to be 2-1, right?
2-1 Snapcaster. So fists. I think fists versus this. I don't think Frosty's seen the piercing fist played to the level that Snap can play them. They're very. There's a lot of mix-ups that you can use, and I think he's going to need to adjust to him here.
Yeah.
And you see him fishing for the true combo, plus with the barbaric roar. There's so much that you can do with them. To try to mix it up.
They are pretty versatile, and obviously the difference. It's kind of like a weird twin blade situation, right? You have the run R1s and you have the run R2s into a kind of a mash that can really throw people off, because having that hyper armor option just keeps the other person so honest.
Yep.
It just forces them into that spot where they have to be careful. So and Snap.
And then you have
Snap
Frosty.
is doing a really good job, but Frosty is like, let's give credit where credit is due here. Frosty is doing a phenomenal job of calling out some of the nonsense here. We're seeing these mashes from neutral, and he's just getting it, and Frosty's in a position to punish it. Yeah.
To just the constant pressure from the running R1s and the very little recovery on everything that these fists have. It's just kudos to Frosty for just what you said. I don't know, man. Let's do it.
Let's crack on with this. Safety off?
Probably not. Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, and there we go. Give us the count in.
2-1 Snapcaster in the semifinals. Frosty with his little buff there, his little golden bow. I've never seen that done in my life before, and I've seen a lot of nonsense.
I have seen it done in the chain tourney. That was the first time I'd seen something. And the magic grease, what?
He's probably so. There's no cheat engine, so he's probably out of lightning grease or something. I don't know.
I see in these R2, he has the ability to trade into that and win it because it's cross damage. Interesting.
A nice crouch R1 there. Forcing Snap out of the corner.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Good punish.
Yes, sir.
Frosty's not out of it yet. Force back now is the side of Snap, but Frosty is... He's a couple of true combos away from being put in a world of hurt, and the rollbacks come out. Oh, beautiful miss-space punish there is Snap. And we see the full combo come out here.
Frosty getting caught quite a bit with that final R2. That final bit of the barbaric roar there.
And I think both of them are out of tier now, aren't they?
Nice bolus punish into the R1.
And Snap is doing a good job of trying to condition Frosty here. He goes for one of them more than the other.
Oh, the aromatic hits hard and the jumping R1 beautifully played.
GG.
Using these things to great effect here. We've seen the kill versus Charles, and then again, insane
match.
That was marvelous. Marvelous play, Frosty. Well deserved.
Very cute. It's good to see the. So here's the funny thing. Here's the cool thing that I've noticed in my time hosting tournaments and participating. Things go in and out of vogue like you wouldn't believe. I think in very early tournaments, people were messing around with the aromatics, and they kind of fell out of favor. But
yes,
now it's fun to see an awful lot of the stuff we've seen in earlier tournaments make a return. It's a wonder we haven't seen any of the gravity fans coming out. That's something we haven't seen in ages. It's been a hot minute since I've seen since they were popular, and with the poise damage changes they were.
And
it's curious.
And kudos to Frosty just for going through the PvE on PlayStation just to get the perfumes, because you can't just
honest gamer.
Yep. You got to put the work in to
Yeah.
get him. You can't just cheat engine him into your world, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, bestie. But we're just waiting to get. I believe it's Frosty, the ice cold dude that he is, to get him in world, and here we have him.
2-2. Rascal says
Right.
save wizard. That works too. Again, are we going to see Frosty's buff get punished this time? Who knows? All right,
Who knows?
gentlemen.
I'm ready whenever you are.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. And he's the mix-up from the get-go. Oh, almost getting that frost pot. The other one comes in and baits in that bit of pressure. We're going to see the swap over to HTS.
Nice running R2 from the
5-11.
HTS.
You're the HTS expert here, Mr. Veggie. How does this matchup look, or have you had a chance to experiment with it? Ouch.
So I think HTS on this patch took a major hit in its aerial game due to that one-hit everything poise breaking. I think it's better used on deck, but that running R2 is a mix-up in the way Frost sees it. It's always going to work because he's so adept at sneaking it in there. It's hard to strafe it, because it's so easily strafed. But Frosty's a different beast, right? So he's going to be able to use HTS to great effect regardless of how the game's playing. Nice R2.
Follow.
That was the second chain in the Barbaric Roar that Frosty haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, and again, like I was saying earlier on, like going for these little mix-ups and conditioning, like tricks, is the side of Snapcaster. It's a mental game he's going for, and Frosty's doing a good job of changing it up himself.
Nice rolls.
Swapping from the HTS just as you were talking about it. I think out of spite more so than anything else. The Frost proc does go through, and
not a bad trade. We're pretty even here. Well, Snap still has the tier.
the Aromatic goes out, but he's not going to get any utility out of it. I wonder. Rollins, unfortunately, aren't particularly good in Katars because it has that 2. It has that 1-2, the uppercut into like the little punch out. So it's not quite as good. It's not a more aromatics. Damn, he's gonna have to do some PvE grinding after this. If that's kind of rough. Snap is in the corner once again. Is he gonna Mayweather his way out of it? He does.
I think one more running R1 will do the trick. Cheeky Frostpot.
Or a Frostpot if he manages to land it.
So I'm interested to see where Snap's going to go moveset-wise. If he's going to try to Barbaric Roar his way out of it, if he's going to try the R2 True combo. He's got a lot at his disposal. He's playing quite passive, though.
Yeah, I think he's a Frost proc away, though. If he's not careful, no, he just has a little bit 90. I think both of them are just shy of one shot here. At least goes for the run R1.
Frosty doing a good job of respecting the running R1s and being cognizant.
And Snap has been super careful. And the trick comes out. That's going to be Frosty. Moving on.
I don't know if he had an input eaten or he lost his stamina, but Frosty, GG's, man. Finishing it up with the R1 spam. That's 3-2, correct?
That is correct and right.
All right.
That's 3. That's 3-2. My God, what a way to finish it out. Very, very well played to Frost.
So I'm going to check in Clevie and Eli. I do believe Eli has won that. Yep. Eli is...
It's going to be Eli versus Steph. They're both
they're going
both
right
Italians,
now.
you were saying.
0-1. Eli is up 1-0. And then Hoog and Snap are up as well. And then we will go to the semis, or the pseudo finals.
Winners finals. This is really exciting. It's going to be Frosty versus Rascals. Both of them have tournaments under their belts. Again, it's the superstar side of the bracket here now.
Yes,
and
sir.
Obviously, I'm pretty excited to see how this next one is going to go. Obviously, it's going to be Steph versus Eli. You're saying Eli is 1 point up, and Snap is going to be going up against Hugo.
Yes, sir. Two seconds, and now we'll return momentarily. I just got to grab something.
No worries. But what's been your favorite chat? Your favorite fight so far, chat? How are you feeling about it so far? How are you feeling? Because that last fight was really, really good, and even the one of the earlier rounds, I think I liked the Unservant duel. Last one was a banger. Yeah, it was a really good fight. Again, kudos to Frosty here for bringing out the spark aromatics. They're really funny. Lost his his save file corruption. Oh no. Zero two. Unforge, bestie. Unforge. I mean, if it works, it works. Charles, these were some really good fights. I'm not complaining if watching these ones back. Yeah, keep it simple, stupid, right? The PlayStation has
You
that
want me to-
functionality.
Yeah. You probably should take over. I'm back, folks. And Inda's holding it down today. My brain is like gone.
Well, what Elden Ring does to a MF, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's my that's my replay on PlayStation. There's a way to do it through OBS, but like, let's be real, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and then you have to find your save
Like,
files. Yeah, fuck that. There's no need. There's no need for any of that nonsense.
I wish I was more adept to the OBS and the content creation, but it's just not me, man. I'm just doing my best here. So let's do.
No, you're doing a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thanks for coming, by the way.
I'm here. I'm just here to flutter my eyes at you, darling. Okay.
Sure. Ras. Let me change the names this time. So we're going to text properties. Yeah, I decided, but looking at the VOD, I needed to have, like, I was foregoing this, but I needed to have this because it's important so people know what they're looking at. Hello, Cat. Your cat's having a moment.
She's freaking out right now.
Okay, folks.
All right.
Winners finals. So I would say this is a repeat of the bronze match
Mm-hmm.
and the FOC test tournament.
I believe so.
Close enough. They didn't fight in the last tourney because Bevan Frosty, which was a goated fight, by the way.
That was really fun to watch. I caught that one on stream. That was a lot going on there.
Yes, sir.
That was an interesting exchange, and Bevan was on the warpath that stream.
There was a
That
moment.
was
There was a moment in there where Frosty's spacing was just incredible. When so nice. And then Bevan was able to come back as Bevan does, and then kind of take the third. Yeah, we fought semifinals and warm up FOC, me and Frosty. So we're kind of on our game there. We've been around.
thereabouts. Although it's not the first and it's far from the last. I'm sure these two will meet in bracket again.
Ras, you gonna
But
pull
what a
up,
clutch.
my guy? Pull up to your
It's your
tournament?
match. It's your match for Rascals.
You getting sleepy over there?
Pardon?
You getting sleepy over there?
No, just the old, if I talk too much,
Huh?
gotta catch my breath. All Gucci, my friend. All right, we're all good.
So Ras should be here, and then Eli,
Should it?
Steph, and Eli. How are you guys doing it? It's best of three. So first to two and losers. All losers rounds are first to two. Just want to make that clear.
All of them, yeah, all
Yeah.
the way through.
Yes, sir.
Phenomenal.
Even if it's on stream. Vegetable, I won 2-0 against Baymore. Good job, Eli. So Eli will be in losers finals, which we may or may not have on stream, depending on how this best of 5, first to 3, and the winners finals go.
Nice. We will soon figure it out.
And here are the barbaric roar fists.
Once again, just to fully traumatize poor Frosty.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. Are we ready to go?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. On a 3, on a 2, on a 1. Ale. And the bolt is out. We're going to see the buffs coming out from both of our players. Rascal's not managing to get a punish in either of the buffs. Frosty. The swap over here, you're going to see the HTS now on the side of Frosty. Two-handing it as well.
You know,
yeah, this is...
Rascal seems to be in love with these darts, this tourney. Nice jumping R1 into the barbaric roar.
Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go.
And Rast just beating the living daylights out of Frosty. and I will say, as brain dead as people tend to think the barbaric roar is, Rast is... He's much better with them than the average player. He does a very good job. It's not just the Ash. He plays them very well.
Yeah, and you have a very difficult and he just walks straight through him. That's tragical, as I believe the words we'd use in that one. Oh dear.
Yes. He just good God, man. We gotta like. I'll give Rast that he's better than your average bear with these barbaric roars, but we gotta evaluate this because he just beat. He beat the shit out of him.
It was not great.
I mean, there's nothing you can do. It's like it was a nice R2 by Frosty, but you just ate the whole thing. It's totally balanced.
It's hyper armor memento, I think.
Yep.
So the way on paper, so this is the way you bait out the attack. This is pretty much the same as dealing with any other hyper armor weapon. The problem is that fists have a really good approach. In terms of whether or not you want to make a ruling against them, that's I can't really help you there as far as I'm concerned.
You know,
I'm not really.
It's not my call. Fortunately, Frosty has been put on our rules committee, so when we do meet, he will be able to put his input in as well. But I think he's going to play much more patiently this time.
He has to.
Yeah.
He has no choice in the matter, and again, being forced in. It's pretty nasty, and we see it here. The regular R2 is better,
but
does 600 plus damage.
Kudos to Rast, he hits that jumping R1 and then immediately into that barbaric roar fist, and that's kind of like, not something that you would see a normal player that's just monkey mashing do. That's a calculated thing, so kudos to him. It's not just the Ash, I'm telling you people, he's very good with this. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm out of bolts.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear God. That's fine. Gentlemen, I hope you get this. Good to go.
And they're good to go. They figured it out. Let's go. Not quite as dramatic. We do see an immediate punish, though, right off the bat here from Frosty, and the swap back over from Grand Sax over to the Cat. And there we go. Yeah, 650 and stuck in the corner. Is he gonna? He manages to get out of it more or less unscathed. Frosty is playing so aggressively here, and Rascals just has the ability to say no at any given moment. Again, it's a frame 6 hyper armor. He manages to get that 700 damage there from the R2. Dead angles away, but is going to get a little bit of punish for this for that whiff. The jump attack comes out, is not going to land. We are going to see the run attack come out here. Jump R1's coming out as well. A lot of moveset variety here, considering that he can just R2 on reaction against 90% of the stuff that Frosty does if he's not careful. And
it's the conditioning factor, right? Because he's waiting on it, and I think he wants to heal his bolus first.
Well, speaking of conditioning, Frosty is also doing his fair share of conditioning here as well. Having that hyper armor option, if Frosty ever chooses to fully commit and Like, you know, as anyone tell you in relationships, being as non-committal
Nice
as humanly
Frosty.
possible is totally a good idea. Oh my God, managing to just about get away with that, and we see the barbaric roar come
It's
out. Frosty managing
beautiful
to get the
play
chip
from
there.
Frosty here.
Goes for the jump attack, not able to land, and uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
managing to get a little bit more damage. That was a Frosty moment. Are we? I think both of our players are pretty Gucci. Could have been just
Yeah, a little bit of a thing there, I noticed.
It might be worth asking the players afterwards, but either way, we are going to see the R1 come out, does manage to connect, and there we go. Frosty is so low, and Rascals by the skin of his teeth manages to take it. Oh my God.
Oh, my face. Isn't it 2-0?
What a beast. What a beast. He's lagging
Yeah.
everywhere for me.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of lag there. Do you mind just shutting off that thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's all on.
Yeah, it's still kind of
dear.
doing its thing now. Yeah, I did notice a little bit of a.
Yeah, there was a skip. There was a skip. That was that's not oh, the good old fashioned PlayStation
We get
the
my bolts
reset.
back right quick as well, so my game will reset.
Yeah, thank you, Frosty. You doing it without even needing to be asked. We appreciate that, man.
Yes. But fortunately, or unfortunately for Frosty, Ras was still on the winning side of that, so we'll go 2-0 regardless.
By a hair's breadth, though.
Yes,
That
sir.
was a very tight match. If Frosty had managed to connect, I think another R1. I think a stiff breeze would have actually taken out Roskills there. That
Yes,
was
sir.
that was rough. That was very very rough. But fair play to both of them. They definitely know how to put on one hell of a show.
So moving losers here, we're gonna have Eli in Snap in losers finals. If you guys want to go ahead and
Get that started, I suppose.
yeah, we are gonna get started with that since it's gonna be first to two.
Nice
Hulu,
soup.
thanks for coming out. Everybody else in losers, thanks for playing today. I really appreciate you. We all appreciate you.
No, you all played a blinder, lads. Thanks again for being so cooperative and helping out Veggie here. That was I understand it's a time commitment for everyone involved, and we do appreciate it. So thank you all so very much.
Clevey, thanks for coming. All right.
Good to see you play, brother. Good to see you play, Clevey. Well done, gamer. Yeah, it's Eli versus Snap now. Oof, pretty interesting. No, Veggie deserves more thanks than I do. Clevey, he has done all the work, all the organizing, and herding cats is the easiest way of describing it. So it's Veggie who deserves the thanks.
My brain is like fried for casting today, so I really appreciate you coming.
No,
Plus,
you're more than welcome.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you say for real on God in real life? No, Rex. No, I do not.
You
Because
just
that
did.
would be cringe.
You
I see
just
what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, Veggie, exactly. He definitely deserves a round of applause for this. He's doing a phenomenal job.
Okay, so 2-0. Maybe I'll.
This could.
I want to see how the Buckeyes doing. Man, they're it's gonna be a rough season, man. It's gonna be a rough season.
They're winning.
Yeah, they're winning, but they should be blowing their asses out.
I mean, it's preseason, right?
No, man,
Oh, I don't know.
no such thing. Anyway, Enda. Anyway,
Sorry, excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna have.
I'm gonna let me take this one. I don't think I've taken one yet.
Yeah, you go for it.
You pop one in if you feel me sinking here. I should be all right though.
You got this. Go for it, homie. Go for it.
Count me in and with the Ale.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have Frosty in the far corner. Skills, bro, in the near. And ladies and gents, on a 3 and a 2 and a 1. Ale.
Hell yeah. So we see here as Frosty gets his buff in Flass, and then Ras on his darts like always. He's loving these darts. Nice jumping R1 again into the whoa, Barbaric Roar R2. Bro, I'm losing myself here.
Keep going, brother. You got this as the chump
And-
comes in. Oof.
There's really nothing Frosty can do with these, but try to punish with these dagger R2s. Raz has just all the priority in the world with this Barbaric Roar. Frosty unable to punish, and he gets it off again.
Those runs are so rough there, but Frosty's holding his composure. He's staying ice cold in the face of this adversity.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me today.
Stay on. You're
Yeah,
fine.
go for it.
Oh, for real?
If you can.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, me neither.
You got it, Linda.
Yeah, Andy, you got it. I'm trying to do camera and everything.
Absolute nonsense. Oh dear, as we are going to see poor Al Frosty here stuck in the corner. Is he going to Mayweather is out? He does. Jumping from one corner to the other, and he just about by a hair's breadth. We do see the Frostbrock come out, and we see the dagger getting that nice little bit of chip, but can Frosty do it? Can he get away with this, Veggie? Can he do it? Oof, force back now once again, and we do see the tier proc again. As that R2, they get the reset of that and good punish here from the side of Frosty. As you see the dagger coming out there, could have been called out by that R2, but he doesn't quite manage to do it. Frosty's managed to take another hit. He has, I think he's one more, and then it's all over.
There's a weird consumable fetish going on this round as well, and then Frosty takes the jumping R1. 3-0.
I think the fetish got the better of him,
Yes,
I think, in
sir.
the wind up there on that one, as is usually the case. Oof, unfortunate bestie. Yeah, those fists are twisted. The amount of damage they do, the amount of forward momentum they have, and on a bad read. On a bad read, it's a bad time. Bad time.
Okay. So we
Yeah,
are
okay.
going to 3-0. Raskills over Frosty. So Ras in the finals. And then how we doing losers?
Well, I'm going to take this, as we get caught up with losers,
sir.
I'm going to take this opportunity to grab some water and
Yes, sir.
inject nicotine, so I'll be back in just a moment. Yeah.
Thank you, Enda. Bro, I am brain dead today, gentlemen. Seamless is goated. Hey. Just trying to catch up here. Why would- Say so. When you guys finish up, if you guys are listening, we're gonna do Frosty on stream. So losers finals on stream. And then Frosty. Hey Crab, how are you? I'm glad Enda's here, man, because dude. The input delay on PSN is actually like a full. It's pretty bad, dude. Like it's god awful, to be honest. Thanks, crab cakes. You're gonna be Frosty. You're either gonna have Eli or Snap. Oh goodness. BRB. Okay, folks, just waiting on Inda. Standard pressure.
Yellow.
There he is. Okay, so best of 3. Just waiting on Snap and Eli at the moment.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, how are you guys doing? Shout out there into the, just yelling into the void.
Into the void. The space between spaces. Would you do a switch out for the proc? Maybe. I will say it's the input delay on PSN is actually a full second. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's kind of rough.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. The seamless is unfortunately just probably because FromSoft isn't involved with it. It does a phenomenal job of like getting rid of some of the more negative aspects of the game. There's still input drops and problems like that, but certain things are a little bit more smooth. But unfortunately, PC vanilla is still the bottom of the barrel when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, man, that shit sucks.
Very, very sad. It's heartbreaking, really.
Yeah.
It is the easiest way of putting it. It's just it's so sad.
You go into the arena and it's god awful. Everybody's, you got people on VPNs, you got people hacking. It's just so terrible. And the players in there are pretty good, like in comparison. I don't want to say PSN, but
what I would say is Seamless has done some really good things in terms of giving the duelist community tools to be able to, like, the custom arenas are phenomenal, but unfortunately an awful lot of the very, very talented players in PC never go into vanilla arena because for the reasons you just said. So if I go on there, it's very strange. I generally get the better players on PSN booting up and giving me hell on earth for a while.
Yeah, you have you get stream snipers and everything as well, so kind of got that going for you.
But you don't get that same treatment on PC. Someone asked me, it's like, oh, do you swap over to PSN to stop stream sniping? It's like, no, I just play vanilla PC, so I never get stream sniped.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a different experience.
They don't even want to come to. They don't even want to come in to fight you. They don't even care. It's not even.
Oh, they know they'd win anyway, so it's not like it's a kind of a foregone conclusion in that regard, Mr. Vegetables. But
different games. There's a lot of good players on PC.
I'd say there's about as many good players on PC as there are on PlayStation. I think it's pretty.
Yes, but I will say
pretty good in that regard.
The tournament scene is more active on PC, just because FOC and then the Den is kind of the preeminent venue for tournaments. They do such a good job. Not KJL just taking the reins from you and just kind of just.
He ran with it and he's doing an absolute. I'm proud to see Jelly do as good a job as he is. He's killing it, and you know what, Veggie, you're killing it here too, brother. You put on one hell of a good show for everyone. And
look, I just want this to just stay active. It's something. It's something. I wish that I had the. What's the word I'm looking for? Because I can't find any words today. What's the 1-1 Snap versus Eli? By the way, that's what we're waiting on.
I see.
The assets, wish I had the assets to kind of like make it more presentable. But that's just not.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. And that's one thing you told me as well, because I'm totally not ready to stream today. I'm super out of it. I'm ready to watch this game, but it's been scheduled for the 2nd for months. So that's one thing he told me about. No one really they care, but the presentation is not everything. Let's just get it done. Because you did your tournament that I was kind of involved in, your no rules shit show. It's super like laid back and honest, and it's just kind of those Brenna vibes. Who does it the best? Brenna's super strict.
Brenna was a huge inspiration for me. Huge inspiration for me when I started.
Man.
So.
I think he's so. I talked to him the other day. I believe he's keep an eye on Brenna. I think he's got an Oceania tournament coming.
Hells yeah!
And he's been doing some DS3 stuff, but I think he's been kind of quiet. So 1-1 GG Eli.
Yeah, but Arithmic, you'd asked why did we give up on PSN? It was from ERPVP side. I think it was, as you said, a lack of funding, and from Den's side, it was a lack of staff. That was really the thing that was killer. Because unfortunately, it boiled down to like poor Veggie here or Dante or someone having to always be doing like the OBS stuff, which neither was fair nor was it like if neither of them can make it, then the event couldn't happen.
They literally, like, I had to learn how to do, like, I had a capture card and I had to learn how to do everything, like dealing with what's his nuts' stuff, which was super convoluted, and I had to learn
and
it
a pain in the
rip.
arse, and didn't need to be as complicated as it was.
And then now,
being completely real.
Amelia's program is just, from what I've seen from it, is just so awesome, man. It's just automatic.
Yeah, Amelia is
She's
very,
a true
very
professional.
talented, and and she cares about user interface and stuff like that. So it's an awful lot more straightforward, I'd imagine. But it was literally just down to staffing and casters as well. Keep in mind, like, I just want to stress, like, myself and LB basically were involved in pretty much every tournament for the first 6 to 9 months of Elden Ring. And then even after that, then it was myself. So it was a lot, and PSN just had us. It was just too much for us.
Yeah.
So it was just too much time commitment for both staff, and just not having enough PlayStations. Really, if I'm being real. So it's rather tragic. I do miss having tournaments set up for our PSN brothers and sisters. But at the same time, it's a lot. It was way too much.
I was waiting for you to chime in, Bron. Bron here gets mad at me when I do the R2 because the first hit doesn't poise break, and he'll just straight into it and just destroy me. But you gotta think, like, the R2's got this fancy fin. This thing hits everybody. Like, you'd be amazed at how well that works. I'm only playing two-handed PS until next FOC. I'm just gonna, like, be a shitter with it.
Probably one of the best setups right now.
Rogier's still pretty freaking good, man.
Spears, you have the TS, you have the fists, which I think are a little bit overrated currently. I think that people will find more ways to deal with them. Obviously, having the Star Fist with that borderline unreactable attack is really nasty. I mean, you ended up feeling you would continue. You would have continued. This on PC are mad, but here they are better. Okay. Oh, because the reactions. Okay, because the input delay is less. I see.
I believe Snap has taken it.
Oh me, oh my.
I'm not sure.
Well, it wasn't. I thought you meant Den, Arithmic Pulse. That's what I thought you were on about, but maybe we got lost in translation, brother.
Bron, pull up. Let's put on a show. Bron,
Hells yeah.
the morning of FOC, I fought Bron with Solarias, and I think he beat me like 30 straight times, man.
I've been there. Been there. The terror of mag strikes hearts into the fear of men.
That boy is good, man. Like, Bron is just he's so good at the game.
Listen, I will give you a tip. Right? Just think about this for a second.
Yep.
Charged R2s on halberds, alright? Just trust, alright? Trust.
Charged R2 on halberds.
Albert, yeah, it gets him. It just
That's
gets
the
him. It just
brawn,
catches him.
the brawn kryptonite.
The terror of Mag brought low by a mid attack because no one's stupid enough to do it.
Sometimes that be the case. All right.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I figured that'd get a rise out of you. Get in here, Braun. Defend yourself, man.
Oh, we can move over to PC. I can stream that as well. I got options here. We can do the grudge match.
I think we know how that grudge match is gonna go. Do I use the fight stick in that one, or just is that how I John my way out of that?
We'll give you the handicap brawn, no rune arc. So Frost and Snapcaster. So this is gonna be first to two for the losers finals.
Man.
Snapcaster and Frosty rematch. Let's go. Let's get it.
I'm hyped for this one. This is gonna be really interesting. This is Frosty had a really good showing in that one, and it was still a tight match. Will Snap just adapt, bro? Is the question.
Just adapt, bro. Anything? Did I change the path? There's a pass for everybody if they want it. So just wait on Frosty and Snap finally. For losers finals, this will give us bronze. So $10 whole to the winner, but hey, it's not about the money.
That's ramen for a day. They're gonna be over the moon.
Also, thanks to staff today for putting up the funds for this one. This one is I'm sitting this one out, which is great. If anybody else wants to donate, we won't steal your money. Oh, Snapcaster on the Cypher Potas. I fucking love my language, but I love these things. And then Frosty on his trusty Catbird.
That's 5 Magic the Gathering packs. That's not to be sneezed at.
It blows my mind that you play that.
What, Magic?
Yeah, that Braun plays it. It's like he plays...
Wait, Braun plays Magic?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he plays it.
I used to play it until everyone started buying cards, like, singularly, and then I was like, I'm out. That's too much money. But either way, enough about silly cardboard crack. Let's talk about the funny, pretty colors on screen. All right, yeah, Veggie, I am ready at your leisure.
Yeah, let's get it knocked out. I'm gonna wait. That's a thrusting sword.
Is the safety off?
Probably not, but I don't want to risk it, so we're gonna do this. There we go.
Boom. Yeah-ho! Away we go, and we see the buffs coming off from both of our players. We got
and Frosty gets a taste of his own medicine there. I love this weapon, man. I love the Cypher Potas so much.
So yeah, they even the weapon art isn't dreadful as well, which is kind of interesting. The run attacks into mash there. That's the setup. But the run R2s come out aren't going to connect, but definitely keeps up that pressure. And we see Frosty here.
Snap looking very good on the Potas. Frosty with a nice R1 punish. Ooh, nice little combo there. Into the chilling mist. Snap needs to get out of there. He's going to get proc.
But Frosty's going to not come out of that one unscathed as well. He's actually taking it, and that's going to be the tier proc, Veggie.
Yes, sir. This man can play this weapon so well. It's got so much, and I think without the barbaric roar, I think it's kind of loosened him up to be able to play the fists in a way that's just, kind of more instinctive.
Oof, the runs come out there, but none of them going to come.
And
the instinctive is it as well.
To sneak in this R2 combo here, and it's going to be very hard for Frosty to come back. Snap with all the wizard tools that he has on this build, looking for him to sneak in like a catch flame. This is like, but no counting Frosty out though with this setup here.
Yeah, not for sure, but having that sling in his pocket now is real rough. Real rough. That's a bad time to be Frosty, because again, at any given time you can see that swap over, and it's just brought, and it's just gonna be real nasty. Oh, 52 damage on the board. He's very close to death, but just the roll discipline on the side of Frosty here, Veggie. It's kind of crazy.
No.
Not that time though.
It's
He
only
managed
so
to get
much
hit.
you can. There's only so much between slinging that. There's only so many times that you can roll it. And then kudos to Frosty for staying alive as long as he did.
Yeah, he had a bad start to the round, and Snap just pulled through and went in with those patas. That was
And that's what they can do. You hit that R1, and if you don't roll out, you're gonna get that follow up spam guaranteed, or you get that true combo R2. You're in trouble, man. They're very good.
yeah, and as well as that, like if Frosty does decide to throw out one of those presses to try and force counter pressure to keep Snapcaster honest. At the end of the day, like that trade is going to kill him when he's that low. Like it's very difficult for him to claw back. Even though if anyone could do it, it would be Frosty,
sir.
especially in this like losers finals.
I just want to remind our participants that this is first to 2.
Yeah, you do not. You've had your stock to play around. Unfortunately, now it has to be for real on G,
On G.
on Big G, man.
And let's not forget Snap has the coded option.
That's terrifying. Would he switch to PSSS into Frosty though? That's a matchup that Frosty knows probably at this stage like the back of his hand. Not sure if that's necessarily the play.
I don't think so. Snap is very good with patas. I fawn over this setup. I really do. It's my favorite in the game.
It's the small lightsabers. It is kind of cute. I will give it that much. Cute and does nuclear damage because Faith. But either way, I am
Yes,
ready,
sir.
ladies and gentlemen. Frosty on the left, Caster on the right. Ale.
Frosty avoiding the
Neither.
punish this time.
Will he avoid it again? They both of them decide. Same brain cell went off.
I
there,
love
think.
that, like, players who have. This is a whip. This is a freaking whip.
The
Leave it to
Arumi.
Frosty.
Of course, Frosty would. To put it very simply.
Snap back in his corner.
He's really chilling. He's chilling in that corner, and the Iceman at his door. You got to be careful.
Iceman.
The Arumi's an interesting setup. It's a very interesting one. It doesn't have very good damage, but you have an awful lot of mixes that you can do. You can force people into mistakes, but
I
too much
don't
damage.
know how. It's working out in his favor. I was just gonna say I don't know how I feel about it, but leave it to Frosty to just chip away with this.
Yeah, and again, someone with the role discipline that Frosty has, like, it is definitely one of the things, but Snap is just able to output so much pressure here. Very good run out there, though, on the side of Frosty. He has the spacing down, and now we see them bear. The trade comes out. Very slight win there on the side of Snap, and we see the mash, and we see the run R2 come out. It isn't going to connect, though.
When it does, it's does quite a bit. Is our cheeky aromatic?
Ooh, sparks are
Frosty's
flying.
super proficient with this Arumi. There it is. Oh, I thought he was gonna nail it for sure. Nice jumping
but that
R1.
one lands.
Snap in control here. Frosty
Since
pulling
Snap
it
is-
back.
He most certainly is slowly but surely chipping away, but he's one mess up away from just taking nuclear tears of damage. And I think that the jump ins there on the side of Snap are really nice as well. As we see those more run R1s come out, and this is interesting. Oh, the R2 comes out. That's a trade, but managing to get the roll out there is the side of Snapcaster.
It's hard to deal with the whip
Careful.
when you don't see it often.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's I'd be curious as to how many people are rocking whips at the moment on PSN, as we do see the sling come out now, and
We're gonna
that's
see a lot of
your
rocks. A lot of rock spam here.
the swap back over to two-handed and the mash afterwards. Snap has to be real careful. He can end it right here if he plays this correctly, but Frosty's not going down without a fight, as we do see it there. The
No, sir.
punish on the feather swap.
A lot of whiffs on the side of Snap here. I think he needs to take a step back. I think the whip is getting to him a little bit.
Yeah, but we see these chained
That's 3 in a
R1s
row.
one after the other.
And why not?
Uh-oh, both of them I think are pretty much one shot here.
Ah!
barely by a hair's breadth. God, that was a really, really solid roll. This could go either way.
Yes, sir. Kudos to Frosty. Snap with the swap into the Twin Bird Kite Shield there.
He's gonna need everything he can get. I'd imagine there's a little bit of regen going on as well, just so he can tank one of those hits. Good, a bit of like that jump in there just kind of kept Snap real honest there on that one, and the force away there. Note the spacing as well that they're taking as we see the run R1s.
Frosty's kind of got the strafing of the running R1 down here.
He's definitely an awful lot more comfortable, and comes there. Oh, almost catches Snap by a hair's breadth, just misses. He's going to be hit for 104.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God. This is literally last hit, and now comes the mash, and that's going to be Frosty taking the stock.
Nice play, Frosty.
Oh my God.
Frosty beats Snap with the two-handed whip.
Oh my God.
Now, I wouldn't say
Grab.
that was only a Frosty type of thing.
Whips are interesting. They're in a weird spot. I think that they might be slightly overlooked. If I think in my head, especially with the Rumi, given that you have so many ways to mess with someone, I think they're just shy of meta. That's kind of where of being in kind of like regular tournament play.
Just shy. I think that's an accurate assessment for sure.
Whips are the worst weapons in the game, and I think a Rumi is the exception here because you have tools.
Yes, sir.
It has a lot of tools. It's two-handed Arumi is actually viable. I don't think it is. I think only Arumi is the only whip that has any hope of ever making it into a bracket. It's still kind of like, I think that's me personally. It's not quite able to do it. It's just shy of there.
But
either way.
Oh, that's a thrusting sword.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna roll in on it.
Uh-oh. Alright, either way. This is gonna be
Frosty said, fuck that. Alright, guys. Let's go.
On a 3, on a 2, and a 1, away we go here
He's
for this
having
match
none of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Twin Blade. Out on the Twin Blade here versus the TS. This is gonna be this is not a matchup I've ever seen really play out. Obviously, what rapiers are available?
So S-Stock is unbanned on our leaderboard. So this is probably S-Stock. I use Roger just because of the PC factor. And you can see here just the power of the setup.
Thrusting Sword is probably one of the top setups right now, especially on in a rule set and even outside of rule set. Just they had those roll-ins are just horrific.
Yep. I was catching shit the other day for talking about just playing roll-in TS, but like I don't mean like every attack is a roll-in, but that roll-in is extremely viable, and that is kind of the problem with the weapon is that roll-in stagger comes out so fast.
Yeah, it's oof.
I'd like to see more neutral. A little bit too much spam here, but I'd like to see a little bit more neutral R1 from Snap, a little more calculated. But then again, it might not matter because this weapon is so freaking good.
Yeah, and we see the swap back over here. Frosty's reconsidered. He's back onto the katanas. He's back onto the tried and true.
Maybe a little bit too late at this point.
Never count out Frosty, my friend.
Sir.
Frosty is built different.
As different as they come.
Frosty's kind of chilling in that distance, and we're trying to see the backswing attempts here on the side of Snapcaster, but if he's not careful, it's
nice
call
punish
out
and
in
then
the
a
frost
proc.
This again could go either way. I think it's way too early to call this one either way. Like both katanas and thrusting swords here in a really, really good spot, and we see that roll of those. This roll out, the jump attack comes out through there as well. This is just smart play. We see the tier proc. Oh, the halberd comes out to call him out. Are we gonna see?
Oh, he's out of
Uh-oh.
FP.
He's
What?
out of FP.
What a terrible way to end that.
What?
GG,
There's no
Frosty.
shot.
For fuck's sake.
GG. You're gonna
Kudos
have
to
you know
Frosty.
these people a little bit better than I do. Could you explain what we just witnessed here?
So we've seen a lot of success early on from Snap with the change in the thrusting sword, and then we've seen some good adaptation from Frosty. He was able to switch out to his normal setup, and then kind of a miscalculation there from Snap. I think a little bit too spammy, and then Frosty took advantage of that with good spacing and nice punishing with the Frost proc, and then we just seen a blunder. Braun, where's the blunder emote? And then
We need the blunder here for that one. That was rough, and I just want to say, GG's to Snapcaster for helping put on one hell of a show for that round. That was a good round, men. Well played to both, and unfortunately, there's no losers bracket.
Yeah. So
So
Snap,
it's gonna be the end of Snap.
you are contesting. Unless you are contesting, we're gonna go ahead and mark it, and then we're gonna send Snap. Frosty does have to wait. Yeah, Frosty has to win 2 straight stocks, first to 3 against Rast to take it home.
Raw skills versus the Frosty dude. This is gonna be an interesting one. I'm curious. He was skipping everywhere
Yeah.
for me too. Okay.
I just want to make sure that I'm not getting any video or anything from Snap.
I think if we give it just a moment, just to maybe message both of the players and just get the perspectives again. PSN, you're blessed with the ability to just record things right off the bat. So please, ladies and gentlemen, send them on as quickly as you can so we can crack on or figure out what we're doing. Just do it on seamless. I think you might be onto something there, or orangutan.
Braun, pull up. We're gonna do a match. Yeah.
You could do it on seamless.
Yeah. Let's go.
Boot up PC real
Yeah,
quick.
boot it up.
What's up, Space Ranger? How's it going, brother?
Space.
Well
Ranger.
done
Okay.
for the-
Snap is sending some video, and
Yeah. Could you, if Frosty would do the exact same, if we need to restart routers and try and at least have that last round be done.
Snap's gonna contest. So he's gonna send me video. You gonna do YouTube here, buddy, or are you gonna send PSN? What's your plan? And then while we're
Both
waiting
you
for
could do
that,
it.
BRB, and then we'll go ahead and.
I'm gonna do. She needs to. That's. Thank God I'm addicted to nicotine. I'll be back in a sec.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let me just, yeah. Fuck, man. I hate this. So out of respect for these guys, I'm gonna kind of, I don't want to do it.
Oh me, oh my.
Okay, Andy, can you see?
I can see I can't see the match, but I can see the bracket.
Okay. Let's do it this way then.
Yeah, I'm currently seeing the bracket. I'm not seeing the game.
So I'm gonna
So it's
transition
unfortunate, bestie.
here, and I'm gonna go scene, and I'm gonna transition here. Shit. Who's Doc's my real name, by the way. I ain't nervous. I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna do this because I want you to be able to. That's fine. I'm gonna watch this here.
Yeah, no worries. I can't see the I can't see the match still. I can still only see the bracket. So if it's the case that both of them are lagging, I think that they just do a very quick. I think it's probably for the best to just do a reset. And is audio's rough again? Oh dear. It could be just that I'm far away from the microphone for a second. It is no impede. It's peer-to-peer connection, man. Yeah, exactly. And this is why we're always cautious. If both players are having issues, then it's probably best from my perspective. And again, Veggie, yeah.
Hey.
The players are the ones who see what's going on, right? Not us. And for one person, for us, it could be absolutely perfect. There could be no skips at all.
I'm watching it now, man, and I just don't. I don't believe I can. What do you think? I can't overturn this shit.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Do you have it from Frosty's view?
No. It doesn't matter.
This is all he has?
Yeah.
He hasn't even set the whole clip?
No. No.
Either way, as a precaution, I'd ask that both players reset routers, restart game, do all that kind of thing, just as we're getting everything sorted out. I think that's probably the safest thing. Just in the off chance that something is askew and we require you in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't overturn that. There's I told Snap, Frosty, there's nothing. It's not egregious, right? So there's nothing in there that's like, oh fuck, I can't overturn that. So I'm gonna have Frosty's gonna. There's some net, there's some lag, but there's no skipping to the point of where like I think that it was super. Yeah, we're gonna stick with it. Snap, sorry man, Frosty won that. Hard decision to make, but
The Lord and Master has decided, and so it shall be done. GG's to both. Well played to everyone.
whoops! There, look at that transition.
Oh, yo. That's professional. Look at this.
Yeah. Can you what happened with the? Again, so now we're gonna do Frosty. Definitely. Everybody reset. It's Sunday. It's Saturday afternoon. There's a lot of people online. I just don't see anything where I can like unequivocally say that like his net is fucked. So he's good to go.
Which is what we call a technical term in the business.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to Frosty. He's gonna move. Snap, congratulations on bronze, and then finally we're gonna get to Ras. So Frosty has to win twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate though. To have to do that.
If people are having issues with online tournaments and some of the problems that happen, I would go start LAN, which is something that this scene is grossly in need of.
Yeah, everybody in this house or my house.
Yo, I'm on my way. Okay, I'll bring the whiskey.
Yeah.
But either way, we do have both of our contestants in. It is going to be Frosty versus Raw Skills, bro.
Oh, Frosty with the barbaric roar. Both players looking fist. Let's do it.
The mirror. This is Frosty on the fists, dude. I never thought I'd see the day.
Here it is.
But yeah, we're going to see both of them playing it very carefully. See the run R2s come out, not quite able to connect though. And obviously here Frosty kind of been a little bit more careful as we see Raw Skills setting up that Barbie roar there, and just they're both chilling. We see this nice little bit of spacing come out. The neutral skip comes out there. But 600 damage. It's her 1100 on the board. And there you go. Oh, Frosty manages to eat that, and again, more damage on the board. Raskill's just far more comfortable on this setup. We see the jump attacks come out here, and following up that little bit of a mash at the end. Frosty chilling. Oh my god.
Oh.
565 and he walks into it.
As we see the excitement from Raskills.
Takes the set and G's. Oof.
Oof is correct.
Oof. That's 1 point to Raw Skills. And what is it? First to Mr. Vegetables?
First to 3.
First to 3, so that's 1 down.
I'm just trying to get that out of the way for you.
Alright, well, we're going to be moving on now into the next round. It is going to be Raw Skills with the first point. Rascals even. And now Frosty has quite a hill to climb. He is the first stock to play around with. And now it's going to be interesting to see how he moves on in this next one. And we have Raskills. That pick up?
Yeah, of course.
There we go. Yeah. Happens to the best of us.
I haven't done any fooling around with the contestants today.
You've been remarkably well behaved, I must say. GG, men.
I think he's got it pretty much figured out now. The net issues, anything going on? It's just rough net. Could have been on my end too. You know, you never know. All right, guys. 1-0.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Whenever you all. All right, kaboom, and we are going to see the physics here from both. The barbaric roars, the screaming at each other from across the field, and Rascals is going to take just a little bit of damage as we see the double-handed lance, and goes for the run R1. Maybe a misinput there. Was that an R2?
Yeah, you a little extra on there. Was that an R2? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Frosty's
Force
rolls
back.
right now really on point there.
Frosty again. I've remembered the first time we seen him in a bracket, and it was the first thing that we both with everyone remarked on is how good his rolls are. And we see the barbaric roar come out, jump attack comes out. We see the roll into a rolling R1. Obviously not the best option, but it still does the job, and it keeps Frosty honest from that little bit of chip. And Rascals here kind of has the determining the pace of the fight, I think, as the run R1s come out. Does manage to get that little bit of counter pressure, but Rascals is right back in on top of him again, Veggie.
Yes, sir. I'm just trying to focus on my camera work here since it is the finals.
No worries, and
Thanks
as we're looking
thanks
at
for doing what you do.
no worries, brother. As you know, we see this coming out here, and Rascals is coming out, and just looking at that there, the roll, those rolling attacks, they are risky. They can be called out, but the barbaric roar is going to call it out too. And both sides taking a nice little bit of chip. That aggression on the side of Rascals, really, really nasty. But that interrupt, beautifully done here by Frosty, and he's not out of it yet. It's far too early to call as we see the tier proc jump R1 comes out, and another little bit of chip comes out here for Frosty. Both of them are chipping each other down slowly but surely. There's a life advantage here for Frosty, but it's
nice
very,
punish
very
on the
close.
barbaric roar call.
Beautiful punish indeed. More chip damage come out, 272. Frosty's going to be very close to that proc, but Rascals
He's got
is on
the
death's
timing down,
door.
doesn't he?
If anyone was going to get the timing down, it would be Frosty. Veggie would very much be Frosty. As we see these roll-ins, that's going to be the tier proc. They're both pretty close to each other. Oh, but
Frosty
Rascals manages to eat that jump attack.
Back again with the aromatic.
Setting up now, I'd imagine, here for another roar attempt, but he has to be careful as we see that long turnaround here, but Frosty's gone. He's getting out of dodge.
Frosty's still not safe from that R2.
Very
R2
much
will
not
probably
so.
do it. I don't know
Very-
if I do believe Ras can probably roll in on one of these jump R1s. I don't
He
know if
has
the
to be
fist
careful.
moveset though is conducive to that.
He has to be careful because of how the fists work. They hit once, they hit him with the double whammy, one with low poise damage and the other one with higher. So he might not guarantee a poise break unless he has poise chip. So it's actually a rare opportunity for poise counting to matter. Miscalculated,
Yes,
and
sir.
it goes down to a 1-1. Oh dear.
Well played, Frosty. Good match.
That was so close. Them come towards the end there. Jeez.
Oh no!
What a. They're definitely keeping us on the edge of our seats here, Veggie. That was a crazy match, dude. Holy moly. What, like, looking at it there, it's like both of them were more or less one shot. It's interesting that Rascals decides to go for that punish. I'm fairly sure he thought he had him killed, but Frosty, ice cold as ever, made the calculations. He had the, that GIF where someone has the math equations going around in the background. That was Rascals, but unfortunately, just blundered, and that was the end of that. GG's to both though. What a match, and this, still 2 matches to go for both, so there's still more tournament to go, and if Frosty manages to pull through, he has a bit of a hill to climb, but he's definitely keeping Rascals honest. For real, for real.
I think Frosty, waiting on Frosty's doing a little bit of build optimization right now.
Has to be done.
So 1-1 Ras and Inda, or 1-1 Ras and Frosty.
Ginny, I'm in the tournament now. Ginny,
Yes,
let
sir.
me boot up real quick. Let me boot
Yes,
up
sir.
real
Boot
quick.
it up.
Alright, let's see how this one pans out. But yeah, it's a curious one. It's a curious matchup. It's not a matchup I've ever seen before.
Yeah, I'm really. I was really surprised by the success of that Great Spear. We'll see what he's going to run this time. But that seems to be the play. Like the timing he has with it, with the punish of that barbaric roar, is kind of keeping Ras on his toes, kind of keeping him from spamming that ash.
Keeps him honest as well, and I think that's
What is
pretty
this?
important.
That is a twin
Is that
blade.
pipe?
And as we
Oh, it's
see,
twin blade.
if you notice here, both contestants, the participants, kind of have that. I think that's the Highland axe, which buffs buffs the barbaric roar.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you are, Mr. Vegetables.
Yes, sir.
Kaboom! Out goes the bolts here. We're going to see the physics here for both of our players. The Barbie Roar comes out here on the side of Rascals, and the Twin Blades. It does get a little bit of a chip there right off the bat as the side of Rascals.
I'm a little bit interested to see how he utilizes the Chilling Mist, of course, but how he and then the Frostpock for Ras getting a little overly aggressive there with the R1 spam, and Frosty takes advantage of it. Oh, nice running R1 there. So I believe what it was.
Oh, but the
gets
Barbaric
caught
Roar
with
for
the Barbaric
1200.
Roar, and then here comes the Ape from Rascals and Frosty. I just don't think that weapon, he's trying it out, but I don't think it has the range here to compete and punish this Ash.
And the Ash is definitely one of the things, and again, that those R2s, the bread and butter of your Twin Blade is your running attacks. That is quite literally the.
But that is a quick little turnaround there, and then into the Chilling Mist.
It's interesting, and we're seeing it here. We go for these. Do we see these jumps coming up? And Rascal's managing to land that jump attack here, and oof,
And
very
then
nicely done. That's
there's no answer. No 2-1 Wrath.
2-1.
No answer for the Barbaric Roar. 50.
Yeah, and again, it's the gap closing. What Twin Blade has as a setup is it is a really good closing game. Most of its attacks have. Yeah, it's rough. It's very, very rough. Like, if Frosty goes for the bread and butter of that setup where he forces the run attacks, Rascals can just call it out. It's all about the the mix game that Frosty can do to try and bait out the Barbaric Roar and then go in and punish, and then see and wait whether or not he's going to do the follow up and then pre-space it out and then come in and punish then again, right? That's the exchange more or less.
Here we go, and now we're seeing Frosty on his quintessential patch 1.10 setup, his catbird, what he's most comfortable with. So this is a match point for Ras here. If he wins, that'll do it. So folks,
remains to be seen.
Here we go.
Kaboom! And out goes the whole here.
Oh, big flash punish, 404 damage.
But that chip at the start is all well and good, and
But-
force back now once again.
Unfortunately,
we're-
Frosty still hasn't used his flask.
Did he not actually manage to use it?
No, sir. Unless
That's
he's gonna have to find time to do that, and a little bit of skipping there.
yeah. I mean, we may need to check in. I think that's probably the safest thing to do.
Yep.
Oh, and the attacks come out there is going to manage to get that that little bit of chip damage there is the side of Frosty. Obviously, the Frost proc is going to be rolled here on the side of Raskills. And force back now. Frosty is chilling here in center. Goes for the jump attack. The jumps coming in through here, none of them are really landing, and Raskill swaps back over to the fists. Interesting, we see the Barbie roar come out once again.
I am a little bit. So it's unfortunate that the tourney kind of today has been kind of plagued by like connection and net issues. I'm not really used to it. The past 3 we've done we haven't had any issues.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate reality of these online tournaments, and yeah, I'd be curious. We'll check in with all the contestants and we'll figure out a way that's more manageable. I think is probably the play for future events. It is, again, having any event plagued with connection issues is bad from a player perspective. It's bad from a hosting perspective. But sometimes calls have to be made and sometimes they're uncomfortable. But that damage, the 309 there on the board, and there you go.
There it is.
That's waiting for that barbaric roar, goes for that, and we see the dab coming out here. Oof.
Well, that'll about do it, I think,
Jeez.
for today.
Well, I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you to all of our contestants, without whom could not be done. You are all absolutely phenomenal. We love and appreciate you all. And of course to the wonderful staff over at the I call you all the Ape Station crowd. Big that thanks. Bloody profile picture catches me off every time.
Fucking great, right? Freaking great, right? So yeah, big thanks to Poya and Steph, Clem, Snap, and who am I missing? Clevey. Last but not least, for their continued contribution as staff for the server. Basically, they make sure everything looks good, smells good. We're doing our best. We're gonna have another. Hopefully, before the end of the month is out, have another tournament. My overall, I don't think my what do you call it? Had a little bit of issues. This is the first time. I don't know if it's because the patch has been around a little bit or people don't like it. Some promotion issues on my end. It hasn't been the best put together tournament, but we are, succeeding and continuing to have these tournaments monthly. Thanks for Enda for carrying. He offered to do it and then he showed up. And it's a Saturday evening for him, so thanks to him for kind of carrying the casting today. I'm kind of distracted with some stuff going on, so I appreciate him. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Scythe, sorry for the confusion there. If you're gonna contest, you gotta let me know. Snap. Thanks, and finals were great. Ras, Frosty, thanks everybody for the good fights. Thanks everybody for showing up. Appreciate it. We'll do another one here soon. But we're at 3:48 now, so just under 4 hours. So we try to keep it quick, and I just want to everybody out there, man. If you want to do a tournament, let us know. We'll promote it. We're trying to get more tournaments going, all that good stuff, right? And to go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say. I was gonna echo that. There's a bunch of people in the community who like to keep other people's events, regardless of whether or not they're involved, or either personally or otherwise. So give either myself or Veggie a call, and we'll make sure that it's promoted in some way. At the end of the day, this is a community-driven event. And all of these events are community driven. We have no backup at all from either publishers or the developers themselves. So it literally can't exist unless we know this stuff is going on. So keep us in touch if you're running your own events. We love and appreciate you all, and thank you so much to Veggie for hosting this. It's
into Tourney when?
End of Tourney when? About 3 weeks' time, we'll hopefully be hosting a PC South American tourney. So that's the plan. So
great!
the neglected.
Lots of good South American players on the ladder on E. And again, thanks to ERPVP for like doing the affiliation thing. That thing is huge. We appreciate that a lot. We'll do our best to like kind of keep everything on the level and to their standard as well, as far as how things go and how the way we manage everything. Again, thanks for coming, everybody. As far as cash prizes, get with me. We'll get you your money within the next, either tonight or the next couple days. We're pretty good about that. And thanks. Anything? Last word?
So PC is like so much better than PlayStation, bro. You have no idea. No. Jokes aside, well done, everyone, and chat you all the next time around.
Yeah, see you around. Thanks for coming. Stop stream when OBS.